Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time, left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time, left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time, left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night.
morning, good afternoon, good evening. Talk to me, my troop. Peaceful or just calm? No? Good, because half of the competition is already behind us. So run! There is still time to grab the anchor and sink your team. There will be a team making LBFF kill history and leaving me a little souvenir. Thanks to the work together, buddy.
Ele queria tanto esse kill mil que acabou se suicidando.
Also, the team that started weirding me out, collecting kills, climbing the standings, and now we are becoming good friends, aren't we, mi amor?
O Santos manda Los Grandes pro lobby.
There will be some grenade ping pong party at the guardhouse.
Olha, essa guarita nunca foi tão povoada.
And even a dead guy's mind eliminating somebody.
O online mesmo eliminado conseguiu fazer o R7 caído na trap.
The drone celebrations are over, and it seems that the troops still haven't learned how to set off the fireworks properly. And now there will be flagrant in our big Booyah Brazil family. And there are two kinds of celebrations. The more emotional ones. And my type, who was hoping to see a little more of the wrong thing.
Tô na paz.
Nada, Balo Cronos.
Tô na paz.
But so what? Tell Daddy how you celebrate your Booyah.
Tô na paz.
Well, my troop, the time to seek the relegation is getting shorter. So prepare your wrong calls, rush the other squad alone, and always focus on it. The mistakes. See you guys soon. It's Saturday, so we're finally live. Oh my God, how I missed you guys and how I missed you, Carol. It's nice to be back for more LBFF Season 5, and I was waiting all week for Saturday morning because it's time for us to bring the best Free Fire in Brazil for you guys to check this out. It's week number 5, it's round number 10, and there are lots and lots of plays coming in for the day. And by my side, my co-pilot Carol Bombshell is also missing you guys a lot. Aren't you, Carol?
Yes, I was missing you guys so much. I was missing Marcelo's voice, you guys. How great is his voice, meu amor? Isn't that? But yes, of course, we are starting today very good because Marcelo, I don't know if you remember, but today we are also close to reach the mark of again Team Liquid with 1,000 kills. FURIA maybe this weekend will come to join, also Vivo KEYD, and Kawan from Loud can be the second one to reach the 300 kills in the LBFF history, Marcelo.
We have lots of matches coming in, and you guys are going to check the schedule for this weekend that is coming on the screen right now. We have today Group A going against Group B with Fluxo, Los Grandes, Metagaming, Pen Gaming, Santos, Real, and Vivo KEYD against God Unidas, INTZ, Loud, Nitroxx Top 10, Esports, and Team Liquid. Team Liquid, the last team without a Booyah in this Season 5. But we have more Free Fire coming in tomorrow, as we have Group A and going against Group C. That comes with before Corinthians, FURIA, Netshoes Miners, Team Codasolid, and Team 1. But if you think that it's all for the week, you're completely wrong, because we have Mondays to come with more Free Fire. Groups B and C going against each other. We have a mirror from the start of the season since we reached halfway through the competition. Now and then Groups B and C face each other on Monday, as we had on the first week. Our schedule will start to mirror itself to the first half of the season. And Carol, we had a first day full of adventures here in LBFF Season 5, full of aggressive plays. That was the best moment from Fluxo, the best moment from Los Grandes, the best moment from Vivo KEYD. Vivo KEYD, who last week had a moment where they seemed they were recovering the good games that they had to start the season, and maybe Fluxo and Los Grandes need that as well for today, right?
Yes, well remember, Marcelo, because they were our best of the best of first season. Oh, sorry, first week. And as you said, we are in the half of the competition, and let's see if they can step it up and be back in the game. Because Fluxo, they got a double booyah last week, and we saw great action from them. They said they will come back to the game. And Marcelo, I'm more curious to watch these guys and how they are doing today.
So let's check those gaming houses with the guys that are already preparing for the day. We see the guy Unidas gaming house all in the dark. The guys are focused. We see INTZ with only one player. Is it Lucas SKN? Lucas Kawan over there?
Lucas Kawan looks like it is him.
Yeah.
Marcelo, you are very experienced in this area with the game, so and you notice that the guys from God Unidas, they are in the completely dark. Is that better working in the dark?
I like it better, but it's kind of personal. It's something that the team must choose by itself, because you don't have scientific proofs that playing in the dark or playing with light helps. I'd rather play in the dark because I focus only on the light coming from the screen.
Okay.
So I think for me it works a little better. But there are people who prefer to play with the lights on, so they can see the surroundings, they can look at each other's faces and maybe get the communication going on verbally and not on and physically, not only verbally. And it might help a few teams. What do you prefer, Carol?
I like to play in the light because of my vision, I would say, because it doesn't make my eyes get so tired. But it's like you said, once all the team prefer to play in the dark or in the light, it doesn't matter. Maybe it's their choice.
And we see Los Grandes playing with the red lights. The red lights, I like that, because it makes me feel like it's a place with the focus on the anger. Let's channel
The blood.
Let's channel our inner anger with the red lights. We see Metagaming guys doing a moment of prayer over there. The Vivo KEYD guys are coming into the office that they will play, and Pen Gaming already focused and discussing a few strategies over there. We see a small table on the middle, and we see now the players from Loud getting to their chairs and getting to their spots. Team Liquid already focused as well.
And in Loud, each one of them, they are in the bedroom, you know. So most of the other teams, I saw that coming from Fluxo as well. So most of the teams, they are united all together, but a couple of them prefer to be by themselves to concentrate. But in my opinion, Marcelo, I would prefer to be gathered with my whole team, because also you don't only have the communication by voice, but you know, by your eyes, and you know, a close communication.
By the time I played competitively, we didn't have the option to play in our rooms as I played competitively in 2003, 2004, because I'm old. Sorry guys, I'm old. But we only had the option to play in our LAN houses, so we had to have the team gathered. So I think I got used to it, and I don't think I can work in a different kind of way. I like the energy from having the whole team all together, but I also love the energy of fighting for the top, Carol. I love the energy of fighting for the top, and we got to see the standings to see who is fighting for the top, because Corinthians is getting way too ahead for me to like it, Carol.
Yes, indeed, Marcelo. And today, Corinthians is not playing today, so which means SS Sports and Loud will have to work the A off to get in the top. And today, because we have 6 matches to be played, it is going to be enough time for SS Sports at least to get in the same amount of points of Corinthians. We saw that they had the opportunity last week as well, but they only reached the mark of 350 points. So today it's going to be go big or go home, right, Marcelo?
Go big or go home. And I'll change something in my ritual before the matches for today. I will set 3 key points for us to see by my view, and you set 3 points, okay?
Okay.
My 3 points will be: will Santos perform as good as they did in the last 3 weeks? And if they do, can they reach SS Sports or maybe even Corinthians? Point number 1.
Okay.
Point number 2, Team Liquid, we need your booyah. We need your booyah. I want to say booyah, Team Liquid. I really need it. And point number 3. Who will end up in the top 12? Because Los Grandes is close to B4, Metagaming is close, Pen Gaming is close, and maybe we will have these 3 teams coming into the top 12 and sending FURIA, B4, and maybe even Nitroxx Top 10 out of it.
Yes, I like your 3 points and make all of sense, because we watch Santos, a great performance of Santos next weekend. The past week, and we saw that they have this personal confrontation with B4, but B4 is not playing today, so maybe also today they will have great development. So I will also stick with your point of views, but also I will give a big shout out to Vivo KEYD, because I want to watch Vivo KEYD as well, Marcelo.
I want to watch Vivo KEYD as well. We have some more information coming in to the screen for you guys. The champions of the days in all 9 rounds, in all first half of the season that we had to today, and we see Nitroxx Top 10 getting good results. The guys that came from the Series B are coming in really hard into this season, but they will not play today. And we see Corinthians, twice the best team of the day, not playing today as well, but we have 6 of the best days playing today. INTZ, Fluxo, Metagaming, and Vivo KEYD, responsible for 6 of the best days we had up until today, playing today. So it's a tough and competitive match, showing that Group A is ready and they are aggressive, right?
Exactly, and I like you pointed out, because most of the teams, like you said, are playing today, so we will see if one of them, I think probably they will be in the best of in the highlights of today. But one thing I couldn't let my eyes run was Nitroxx Top 10, the team that came from the Serie B, and they are the only team with more points in one single round. But talking about points, there it is, the highest points by map. So in Bermuda, the best performance goes to Corinthians in the round 7 with 44 points. In Kalahari, also for Corinthians with 40 points. So Corinthians is dominating Bermuda and Kalahari, but Purgatory, there is this tight competition between Esports, Loud, and B4. So Loud and Esports, they will play today. We will figure it out who is going to be the best team in Purgatory. Maybe none of them, but Esports and Loud, both of them got 38 points in Purgatory.
But that shows a little bit of the domination that Corinthians is having this season in the LBFF. We have Corinthians dominating 2 maps. If we award points for each map they dominate, Corinthians would have 2 points, and then Loud, SS Sports, and it was Pen Gaming, and Pen Gaming with 0.33 points.
Yes.
So Corinthians is playing such a balanced Free Fire and such a well-thought game that they are dominating the whole season. Kind of easy, right, Carol?
Yes, definitely. And by the second week, Marcelo used a word that resumes everything about Corinthians, that is consistency. Even though they don't even get all the booyahs, they know how to keep their points by find themselves in the top 3, in the top 5, but they are always scoring points to be in the top.
And that makes them get to the top of the rankings with the greatest of ease, as Smug would say. But with the greatest of ease as well, Nitroxx Top 10 is getting used to Series A, so we gotta keep our eyes focused and stay tuned.
Salve rapaziada, aqui é o Victor da Nitroxx Top 10. Hoje eu vim falar pra vocês um pouco do nosso desempenho na LBFF 5. Nosso objetivo sempre foi estar na zona de classificação e ir pra final. A gente é um time recém-chegado da LBFF Série B e a gente vem tendo nas últimas partidas um desempenho muito bom.
Nitroxx Top 10 mandando a Liquid pro lobby na 10ª colocação. Nitroxx, uai, Palaus garante excelentes eliminações. Olha o Biri agora. Trocação franca. Biri já tá por ali. JH!
Eu acho que se a gente fizer um bom treinamento na semana, um bom trabalho em equipe, dá sim pra repetir o feito dos 3 buias. E a gente vem trabalhando muito pra cada dia se superar.
And it's nice to see young players and up-and-comers from the Serie B getting such good results. Nitroxx Top10, the only team to get a triple booyah in this season, and the team who scored the most points for a day in this season as well. And we are cleared to take off! We are cleared to take off with the sights of the players coming in for the game, Carol. We have Fluxo players already all focused over there. We see Jabba BKR with a nice haircut, and we will not have no brew for the first match of the day.
Unfortunately.
We will have GodQ coming in for the sub, and we see the guys from Meta Gaming all focused up. Vivo KEYD. Just take a look at that God. Look at that platinum hair from that God. I'ma bring in the platinum hair as well, but once we go back because we're cleared to take off, so let's hit the skies! Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R10 D1 heading straight to Purgatory. This is your captain Marcelo Ferrantini, and by my side my co-pilot Carol Bombshell invites you to loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, cause it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, so welcome to the beautiful island and weird island of Purgatory, where we're going to have a personal confrontation between Esports, but also Santos, Vivo KEYD, INTZ, Fluxo Team, Nitroxx Top10, Los Grandes, Metagame, and all the other teams will come to join the party in Purgatory Mark.
And we already see Santos and Metagaming really close to each other, but we had on the map the information that Mamute from Los Grandes was also close to that region. And let's take a good look at the beginning of this match, because there were lots of teams getting down, getting dropped close to each other, and maybe that will make us have some fun to begin the day, right, Carol?
Yeah.
We love this early confrontations because they are fun, right, Carol?
Yes, and I want to check about Santos because I don't think I ever seen them in Brasilia. Maybe this is the very first time they are going to Brasilia, but Metagame we are already used to see in Brasilia. But I'm asking myself, oh no, I'm wrong. So Santos have been at least 7 times in Brasilia. They also go to Crossroads and Inquiry. So probably I was wrong.
and playing today, in between the teams playing today, Santos is the best team in Purgatory with 123 points. They are the only team close to Corinthians. We saw that Corinthians is dominating not only Purgatory but Kalahari as well, and Santos is the only team to be close to Corinthians.
But also we saw in the art of the day, Esports and Loud, they having the most of the points, 38 points. And I don't know, maybe we'll have to check our standings because we saw in the art that Esports and Loud, they have 38 points, but Santos, most of their booyahs, like Marcelo said, were in Purgatory. So they, I think for me, with it is proof that they are the best in Purgatory, for sure.
And now we have the teams looting and searching for the better equipment, Carol, because we are having a season where we started with the teams fighting right at the beginning of the match, and then as the season developed, as the game developed, we started having games that started way more calm, and the fights happened by the end of the matches of the maps. Is this the strategies? Will this be the motto for the season? Start calm, finish strong?
Yes, probably it is going to be until the end of the season. I would say probably until the one of not the final games of the qualifications, but most of them until the middle, because they needed to stick with their points in the table. And it is for them really specifically like Esports and Loud. They cannot risk right now to change for a very aggressive game in the early stages, because they don't want to also miss points in the early stages of the game. So it is crucial for them right now to keep a safe game, at least in the first rounds.
It's crucial for them indeed, and it's crucial as well for Team Liquid, Carol. We had Team Liquid starting strong in the season. The first day they had they scored runner-up positions in the first 2 maps of the season. They were on the top of the scores, and as we reached week 3, 4, they stepped on the brakes and they stopped getting kills. We had a team that was leading Purgatory as the best team in the season, and now they are only the 13th team in points for the season. What happened to Team Liquid?
Yes, that's the question, because as I keep telling you guys, Team Liquid was one of the teams last season that scored booyahs, and it was like booyahs behind booyahs, and they had a very good performance, and actually they have an aggressive game, but feels like they still doesn't connect with themselves. Like LBFF season 1, they were the champions, and Team Liquid, they have not yet found themselves in this season, Marcelo. So the only team that has not yet done a booyah is Team Liquid, and they have experienced players. They have played since season 1, and so far they only scored 34 points on Saturday, and they were the worst team on Sunday.
And they have a famous duo with MVP. They have an experienced squad, as you said, but something is going on. Maybe the strategies are getting a little old, Carol. But now we have a few shots coming in. KEYD is on the ground, and we have the first confrontation of the day. Thank you. We needed some gunfire for me to wake up, for my ears to wake up. And we have Nando9 going against the whole Pain Gaming team, and now Vivo KEYD is trying to retreat. But Carol, what I wanted to point out is that Santos took the center of Brasilia over there, the Planalto Central over there, and as we saw in the past weeks, when Santos get to a safe place at the beginning of the game and they defend their strategy, they work really well. And they get booyahs from it, or at least good positions with lots of kills. We saw that happening in Purgatory. We saw that happening in Kalahari. So when Santos get to the middle of the map, to the center of the map, and control the confrontations, they do really well, right?
Yes, indeed. And I feel like their game is the same with before. We saw that action from before. And maybe that's because we have this mix of players that play for before last season and play for Santos last season, and right now they are mixed in these both teams. So probably they are the captains and they have the same strategies, and like you said, once they concentrate themselves in the middle of the safe, they can easily defend their call, and this is actually a great strategy, right? So maybe Team Liquid, is that what Team Liquid is needing right now? And we were talking about that over the week, about Team Liquid specifically, and I feel like because they are very experienced in Free Fire Brazilian League, they are too comfortable about that, you know. And the other teams, like newcomers, we can compare them with the Nitroxx Top 10 that have been getting a lot of great actions this season. It's because they needed to show their potential, you know. It is the first time here. Next season probably we'll have this exchange of players again, and they needed to show some work, and Team Liquid comfortable.
And now we might have this confrontation going on with Vivo KEYD and Nitroxx Top 10. Nitroxx Top 10 defending their space, and Vivo KEYD coming in through the fields to try and take that spot from Nitroxx Top 10, but the bullets are coming in, the grenades are coming in, and Nando9 from afar trying to get the sights on the Nitroxx Top 10 players for him to snipe them with its KAR, the car coming in for Nando9. The grenades coming from General, Victor 7 also using the grenades for the Nitroxx Top 10 team, while Vivo KEYD prepared the rush, and they are going in, led by that god. That god tries to enter through the windows, and now he is using a medkit, but Shinhei comes in and puts General to the ground. J8CC with the bow hits that god. Victos puts Nando9 to the ground, and oh my god, this will be an amazing squad wipe by Nitroxx Top 10! They swoop Vivo KEYD to under the rug! Oh my god! God, they trampled Vivo KEYD! No players down! No takedowns from Vivo KEYD! And they are back on the lobby with no points, Carol! What a play by Nitroxx Top 10!
What a play by Nitroxx Top 10. The newcomers, once again, we have to keep saying that because they are new here, and like I said, they need to show some service, but watch them going for the players that have been playing all the seasons, it is spectacular. And like I said, maybe the players they already experienced here, they are a little bit too comfortable, but who did the action over Nitroxx Top 10 were Vivo KEYD. They came for Nitroxx Top 10 and they couldn't handle it, Marcelo.
They couldn't handle it. The positioning from Nitroxx Top 10 inside the house was amazing, and when Chinese got the first kill on General, a nice headshot, the team saw the opportunity and they grabbed the opportunity. They left the house and they swallowed Vivo KEYD as a whole, surrounding Vivo KEYD from all from everywhere, and even Nando9 that was far away from the action because he is a sniper. He got lots of kills, but look at put on to the ground because we have got Unidas trying to wipe SS Esports, trying to cross the bridge. Mike on the top of the house, Boot on is on the ground, and now he is standing back up because of the help of Jubinha. But the safe zone is coming in, and now God Unidas will be the ones trying to cross that bridge. And with no advantage, they will surround the bridge. They'll go to another bridge over there, maybe, to try and escape that fight. That's what's going on. Chinese was left behind, and he's down and out of the game because Pain Gaming saw the rotation from Nitroxx Top 10, and they are punishing the newcomers. 3 kills already for Pain Gaming, 2 for Leal, 1 for Stick, and only 1 player remaining for Nitroxx Top 10 after a good action against Vivo KEYD. Pain Gaming take the newcomers by surprise and almost eliminate the whole squad, Carol.
And actually, our accounting that we are going to have again, once again, a battle between Los Grandes and Nitroxx Top 10 because they were heading to the little house over Brasilia. Drop call, but Pain Game with their different rotation came for Nitroxx Top 10, and I'm pretty much sure they will get maybe a squad wiper over them sooner or later.
Yeah, we see that the last Nitroxx Top 10 player run away.
He took off
fast. And now we have probably a confrontation between 3 teams with Los Grandes, Pain Gaming, and INTZ over there. And Boot on found Victor 7 and sent Nitroxx Top 10 back to the lobby with 4 points for eliminating the whole Vivo KEYD squad. And now we have the fight going on. SS Esports against Pain Gaming, another team coming in, and maybe this, just maybe this will become a 4-way fight over there. We see Kaique trying to break the ice, as you guys want to do with the girls on the nightclubs. Now they do it with grenades. MTS gets to the floor with the grenade from Stick, and he eliminates the Stick with the grenade. SS Esports with the advantage, 4-on-3 right now, but Rick puts Butch on with the Balbao to the ground. Once again, the grenades are coming in. Jubinha trying to eliminate another player from Pain Gaming, and now Phoenix rushing from behind, and he gets Rick. He gets MTS losing the grenades and wiping out the whole Pain Gaming squad. Only 1 player eliminated for SS Esports. It was Butch on, one of their top killers behind MTS, but what a nice job by MTS and Phoenix. MTS with the grenades. Once again, he's doing an amazing job this whole season with the grenades. And now SS Esports with one less player, but still in a good position to fight till the end of this match. And we talked about Santos being in the center of Brasilia and taking place. We have not heard of Santos yet, and they are still quietly standing in the middle of Brasilia. That is their best game up until right now, Carol.
To hold their game, to avoid fights, and to hold the position in the middle of the safe. I think it is the best strategy of all, because you can always get in early fights, but it's not for sure that you're going to survive. Like SS Sports, even though they survived, they lost 1 player, which is going to damage a little bit their game and give them a hard time to get into the late states of the game. But who is also surviving, and it is precisely good, is Team Liquid. And let's see if today it is a good day for them to at least have good points in their table.
Today was a good day, as I could say. And now we have confrontations coming in towards Team Liquid. They have their sights on Santos in the center of the safe zone, and the shots are coming in from behind as well, because we have their backs turned to Los Grandes.
And
over there.
they took too long to get inside of the safe zone, and right now they have to run from the unsafe zone and fight with Santos.
They're between a rock and a hard place, and now INTZ also joining the fight, but we have Dudu FFX trying to find the shots, and SS Esports is down and out. INTZ wiping out the whole SS squad, and now the grenades are coming in towards Santos. Team Liquid trying to get their first booyahs, and now they are already inside of the same house as Santos and rushing in to find the kills. We will have this confrontation happening. They left the house. What's going on? They went into the house and they went out of the house in just 10 seconds.
Right.
No explanations right there. But now they're trying to take over one more house. And we see Loud also getting to this fight, while MVR tries to find a few shots on the Santos players. And the fight is going on between Team Liquid and Loud. And Lucas CD is the first player on the ground. Boss, you will be the one trying to rescue him over there, but he's in a lot of trouble. And look at Will! A double grenade kill by Will, finding two players from Team Liquid and sending them to the ground. Kawan with the mine puts Bobs to the ground. Will finishes MVR with the grenade. Great job with the grenades by Will.
Was 2 or 3 players?
2 players down with the grenade from Will, and 1 eliminated. INTZ also out of the game because Aranha was killed by the safe zone. Will with the grenade once again, eliminating Lucas with 1 more pokeball. And now the fight going on between Fluxo, God Unidas, Loud also getting to this fight. This will become a party. And Fluxo is wiped out, while we see Loud still fighting and Santos is still fighting. Team Liquid is wiped out in the 6th place by Dudu FFX. He gets the kill on Peusada. 5 teams remaining, 18 players remaining. And now Dudu FFX took it to his head because Kronos found the shots. And look at Noda with a double elimination over the guys from God Unidas. 2 kills from Noda with the Balbal, but he's down on the floor, and only Kronos remaining for Loud. God Unidas wiped out, and Kronos have to fight all by himself. Loud is back to the lobby. We have Los Grandes, Santos, and Metagaming as the 3 teams remaining. The safe zone is closing in, the field is open, and they have to fight head to head. 1 player from Los Grandes is already out of the game. We have 3 teams with all 4 players remaining. The players from Santos trying to find the shots on Metagaming players. They are using the ice to keep themselves alive, but look at Gus! A double kill with the grenade! Rush trying to find the players now from Los Grandes. He's splitting his attention towards the 2 teams. Metagaming with only 2 players. Los Grandes have 4, Santos have 4 players remaining yet. Drax is on the floor, and there is only 1 player from Metagaming still playing. Santos with the whole squad, but look at Los Grandes getting wiped out. Only BL on his feet, and BL is out. Now it's Metagaming against Santos. Only Drax, so it's Booyah Santos! Santos, go! Nice booyah by Santos. Once again, we started the day saying that we had to keep our eyes open towards Santos. They took their positioning. They did what we expected them to do, taking the center of the safe zone, controlling the space, and definitely dominating once again this Purgatory map, Carol.
Well done. And Marcelo, I couldn't believe. I want you to predict something about my life, because you talk about Santos. They concentrate themselves in the middle of the safe zone, and they will defend the call, and probably they will get the booyah. Well said, well predicted, and a booyah from Santos. and it was definitely amazing, something that we already expected from Santos, right?
I am gonna try to play the Lotto today.
You might.
I never thought I would get that prediction right.
And you
But
said that in the beginning.
In the
like,
beginning of the game, yeah, the 48 players are still on the map. And I said that in 21 points for Santos. They got the kills when they needed those kills at the end of the match. As we saw, Loud fighting lots of fights and getting to a nice ranking. Los Grandes getting to the end of the game. That was good for them. They needed those points. SS Esports not getting the points. They need to reach Corinthians. They need to end the day ahead of Corinthians today, because Corinthians still have 2 days to play in this weekend. And Santos is getting closer to the fight, Carol.
Yes, Santos indeed, they are getting close to the fight. And actually with this 13 points for Loud, they will get points ahead of Santos, but they are very close. And we start today talking about these three teams, SS Sports, Loud, and Santos. They were very close of each other. They will have personal fights here today, and well done. We are starting the day with the right foot for Santos and Loud, and also SS Sports, they score 7 more points, which will help them a little bit. In the other hand, Vivo KEYD, who were the best team of Monday, Marcelo, didn't score any points in the first match.
You guys got the opportunity to see our friends from the Portuguese broadcast on the screen, but we are way better and prettier and prepared to bring you this amazing round of Free Fire that started with Santos. And of course, shout outs to our Brazilian cast team. We love you guys. You are amazing. And we have to check the standings, Carol.
Yes,
we
I'm
have
very
to
excited.
check the standings, because Santos is getting to third place. Santos is ahead of Loud.
Whatever thought. And that's because of the Booyah, of course. So
course.
they are tied, but because one Booyah point more than Loud, they are ahead of Loud.
That 1 point that always haunts Loud. The point that took them the title last season.
Yeah.
From that Fluxo got the title last season because of that. But look at Fluxo and Nitroxx Top10 both climbing the ladders and getting to the 300 points mark.
Yes.
That's important. No changes in the top 12, but look at Los Grandes tied with B4 and Team 1 still being left behind. But this time, Team Liquid did not score the points they needed to open a little gap in between Team 1. Let's remind you guys that Team Liquid started last week in the 10th place, and now they are in the 17th place. They lost positions like madmen to get to the 17th place, but it's important to talk about Santos. With the 7 points SS Esports scored, they did not let Santos close that gap as they should be closing, because they would be only 4 points behind SS Esports. But even so, now the difference is in 11 points. As Santos, we know that they play the conservative game in Kalahari as well. They will go for the refinery and try to hold the center of the safe zone, as they did in all maps they played in Kalahari. They took that spot and they remained there until the end of the game. They fought for that spot every time. That will happen once again. That's not a prediction, that's a certainty. They will do this again, and maybe they will reach the second place by the end of this map, girl.
Yes, well noticed, Marcelo, because Santos is doing definitely an amazing job. As much as Corinthians are very consistent, Santos is trying to keep the same game as Corinthians, because we saw that Corinthians, they get the loots and equipments and they go directly to the place where they think it's going to be the late stage of the game. And Santos, it's always in the middle of the safe. They don't take a lot of time to get in the safe zone, to get inside of the safe zone, which Team Liquid did. I think they took a long time to get inside of the safe zone, so they arrive in the middle of the party, you know. And talking a little very quickly about SS Sports, so today probably is going to be a day where they have a lot of pressure, so maybe that's what happened with them in the first match. They have this pressure to pass in the front of Corinthians in the table, and also they have to keep it up with the game of Santos and Laudo, so they will be a little bit nervous today, I would say, Marcelo.
And Carol, we have some more things to discuss after we come back from the break that we will be having, because we need to hydrate to clear our throats. But take this train of thought before we go to the break. All teams controlling the center of the safe zone or with early rotations are getting the best results.
Yes, indeed.
Team Liquid, please think about that, as we will be right back. Once again, as we head on the first map of Purgatory for the day. Rush getting the first blood for Santos, and we have the fight going on between Unidas and Fluxo. Fac puts Minuzi to the ground. Mike is also on the ground, and Unidas is all wiped out. Oh my god, Fluxo, you were fast on this fight. 4 kills for Fluxo, 3 kills for Fac, and it seems that...
One time left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out.
We are back live for the map number 2 of the 10th round of the Brazilian Free Fire League. The LBFF Season 5 is coming up for you guys. And Carol, as we were saying before the break, the teams with the earliest rotations, or the teams controlling the center of the possible safe zone, the center of the map, indeed, are the teams getting the better results. is this the key for the playing today? Because we are seeing Santos getting good results for the past, I don't know, 4 weeks, and their gaming is all in all maps. They try to control the center of the map. In Kalahari, we know they go for the refinery. In Purgatory, they go for for Bermuda. They're trying to control the center of the map, and they're getting good results, as they are not contested. When before is in the map, Santos does not do that good. Is this the tendency for the remainder of the season?
Yes, I would say this is the best of the best strategy that have been working so far. We watched that from Corinthians, like I already said, and it is working perfectly for Santos. And it is like you starting saying that Santos, they get in the middle of the safe and they have no trouble because their only mission is defending their call. And actually, once the teams start to come into the middle of the safe, they still have nothing to worry about because they will fight against each other. So we saw that INTZ, God, and Loud, they have that confrontation while Santos were just watching, try to score a few points for killing, and they were safe and sound. So
Stealing some kills from that fight.
Yeah, it is the strategy, and that's the same for Corinthians. Corinthians, they, even though their favorite drop call is not in the middle of the safe, they try to rotate to the middle of the safe. They don't take long, and we saw that Team Liquid, this didn't work for them because they have to fight against not only the team that are inside of the safe zone, but with the gas. But take a look at these guys, Marcelo. They are very concentrated. We see here in Esports game house that MTS, our MVP, he is like
laid back,
peace.
Relax. and we see Nitroxx Top10 dudes preparing themselves, pulling the chairs. The coach is pulling the chair to be closer to the player. All God Unidas players are trying to focus with the dim lights over there, and we see Loud with each player on its own bedroom.
It is Kawan, Will, Noda, and they are very peaceful when they are just trying to do the best game, right?
And Carol, I have news for you and for our friends at home.
What's that, Marcelo?
Let's hit the skies, because we're good to take off. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R10D2 heading straight to Kalahari. This is your captain, Marcelo Ferrantini, and by my side, my co-pilot, Carol Bombshell. Invite you to loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, because it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the hottest map of Free Fire Brazilian League. There is Purgatory, and it is red, the color of blood, and is what I am seeking here today. And I'm pretty much sure Esports it is as well, because they have one mission here. In their mission, it is to steal the top of Corinthians, but Santos and Loud are also very strong, and they are coming for Esports.
They are coming for SS Sports, and we know that SS Sports need those points. They are trying to get to the first place and get the advantage points for the last day of Free Fire Brazilian League, the top 12, the final 12. That we remind you, the teams in the top 12 will get advantage depending on the positions they finished this first group phase, and the team who lead the standings will have the most advantage in the top 12.
And talking about the top 12, we have Fluxo team inside of the top 12. Of course, they started the day very good in the let me check, the 8th position. And they are having this personal fight also with Netshoes Miners, Team Codasolid, INTZ, and Nitroxx Top10, of course. But talking about Fluxo team, I just wanted to share information with you guys. So last week we saw them having a double booyah on Monday. Oop.
And we have the first confrontation between Gus and Kaique. And look at what Kaique has done. He was all alone in that fight. no reason for him to join that fight, but he was surprised by the positioning from Gus, waiting by the side of the house, and he got the first blood for Los Grandes. But now Gus is being watched by Pain Gaming over there. He's taking shots, he's taking damage, and now he needs his teammates to help him over there while he tries to rotate through the house, tries to leave the reach from Pain Gaming, and now he uses the walls to protect himself and throw the grenades on Pain Gaming. It seems that Los Grandes will try to engage into this fight as Gus tries to find the information on the last player from Pain Gaming, and he found that information. Now he's trying the wall bangs onto the player from Pain Gaming that is far, far away on the top of the mountain. While we see Leal and Hick trying to hold their positions, and Rafa and BL rotating to get to the farthest player from Pain Gaming. Mamute is the one covering for Gus on that wall, and the first fight for this match happening pretty quickly, pretty early, Carol.
It is, and it is good for for Los Grandes that got already their first blood, and let's see if that give them a little bit of confidence to keep it up with the game.
A little bit of Monica for them, and look at the grenade from Gus! Go big, Gus! And who will help Rick over there? There is no way somebody can help Rick, but Leal is the one coming over, and he will use his eyes, but now Gus has the space to rotate. He has the space to rotate and try to surprise the Pain Gaming players from inside the house, and that's what he does. The ice comes in from Leal to hold his position. BL and Rafa X also closing into this match for the fight, and they use the Bao to try to get the kills, but they don't. Leal is back on its feet. The two players from Pain Gaming with low health, while Stick tries to help from afar. He's not in the best position to help, but Rick has only a bit of life remaining, of HP remaining, and he has to fight the whole Los Grandes squad. Nice action from Los Grandes, starting this pressure. We see BL trying to find the best place to fight. Stick trying to help from afar, but look at Mamute with the scoped weapon, trying to, he's in a better position to help from afar. He has the better tools to help from afar, and now Stick will have probably to come in and close the gap against Los Grandes, or maybe leave the fight. But look at Fluxo coming in for this fight as well. It will become a party against Pain Gaming. They know that they're in a bad position and they will have to retreat, while we have Metagaming and INTZ also fighting in another place of the map, in another side of the map, while INTZ gets a kill for themselves, and Kawe is trying to wipe out the whole INTZ team with the grenades. Only one player standing for INTZ, while we see the Fluxo players getting ready for that fight against Los Grandes and Pain Gaming. But look at Gus, Daredevil Gus, trying to find the kills, and Hick is on the ground. Hick is on the ground and finished off. He's back on the lobby. We have Leal and Stick still remaining for Pain Gaming, but Fluxo is coming in. They're trying to get BL. BL gets to inside the house, and Leal trying to get the spoils of war over there, with the players from Los Grandes trying desperately to stand their ground against the rushing Fluxo. Japa BKR, he's the one with the Bao, uses the ice to rush, but Cias puts Gus to the ground, and Japa BKR putting Mamute back on the lobby, and this fight is coming in for Fluxo. They are getting the kills. Fuck finds Leal over there, and Pain Gaming with only Stick remaining. Nice fight by Fluxo, getting 2 kills, but now Los Grandes will be joining the fight as well. INTZ and Metagaming bringing the fight once again, and Los Grandes is back on the lobby with 2 kills by Cias. He gets the double kill and a squad wipe on Los Grandes, who leaves the match with just a few points. Los Grandes just gotta do it better. But Guerra finding the grenades over Draxen, putting him to the floor. But he is sent to the ground by Gimons with a nice headshot, and he finishes off. Only Aranha remaining for INTZ with Lucas K1 on the floor. Gimons, he's inside the house. He's setting a few traps inside the house, and now Kawe finishes off Lucas K1. And the last player from INTZ is Aranha. He will have to try to run for his life but the traps are coming in, the players are coming in, and now the fight will happen. Aranha will try to hold his ground, and he will not be able to because Drax sent him to the floor. And INTZ is back on the lobby, Metagaming with 4 kills. Nice play by Metagaming and nice play by Fluxo, Carol.
Fluxo team, they got 4 points for killing. Well done for them, of course. But Metagaming showing us, again, their best game of all. And things have starting very quickly here in Kalahari map, which also we got the quickest kills happening in Kalahari map, and great stuff from Metagame. Unfortunately, INTZ and Pain Gaming didn't have the same luck, but and Los Grandes, of course, Los Grandes who we saw starting the fight between Pain Gaming, and Pain Gaming kind of got the best result because they still have sticks alive, right?
And they took too long to rush onto Pain Gaming, right? They got the house surrounded. They had the player down. They had the number advantage. Stick was far away. They could have rushed the players Leal and Hick over there, right?
But because they start the season so good, they kind of have a low confidence right now, and they have to get back in the game, you know. And even though there is a lot of pressure on their back, still they have only to worry about themselves. And we watched them saying in the last video from last weekend, in the station art video, that we should not be worried about them because they would be back in the game soon or later. But talking about to be back in the game in Fluxo team, well done for them. We saw that Nobru probably will not play today because he had some errands to run this Saturday, but let's see if he will come eventually in the next day. But today we will only have Sayas, Japa BKR, Fak, and God Kill.
And Carol, look at the center of the safe zone once again. Who is controlling the center of the safe zone? Once again, Santos.
The big
Team
whale.
Liquid trying to use the antenna over there, one of their favorite spots in Kalahari. We see Vivo KEYD controlling the command post, but Santos once again with the top-down view from the refinery. We know that they make a mess from the top of the refinery, and we have Metagaming coming with their sights locked. Santos have their sights locked, and Pain Gaming gets wiped out because Chinese found Stick, the last player from Pain Gaming. They are back on the lobby in the 10th place, I'm sorry, with 9 teams remaining for this match. And once again, Santos in an advantageous position because the safe zone left a lot of the refinery clear for them to still keep their place from the top. They just need to calculate when they are coming down, right?
And actually, that's good to notice that Santos always choose to go to the middle of the safes, which remembers me that they go in Purgatory in Brasilia, the middle of the safe, Kalahari in Refinery, the middle of the safe, but in Bermuda, they don't always go to the middle of the safe. They are very spread.
I need to point out because it touches my heart to see the logo from Street Fighter 5 in the crates for the LBFF Season 5, because the partnership from Street Fighter and Free Fire is coming in. We will have Ryu on the game. We will have Chun-Li on the game.
I went crazy when I saw this new partnership between Street Fighter and Free Fire, which is Marcelo is a huge fan. He even has a tattoo.
I have a Ryu tattoo on my left arm. It's not. I really do. I have a tattoo from Ryu on my left arm, and I'm emotional to see Street Fighter coming into Free Fire.
He's crying.
I'm crying. Tears of joy. But now we have the fights coming in the control post. Nitroxx Top 10 trying to get to the place, but they have to fight 2 teams, and Santos is making a mess against Metagaming, and Team Liquid trying to make the same mess against Nitroxx Top 10, and they are getting it. Boss with 2 players down on the floor.
And Boss marked the 1,000 kills for Team Liquid.
1,000 kills for Team Liquid. They needed that kill, and now Team Liquid joining Loud as the only 2 teams with 1,000 kills in LBFF history. We are seeing history being written in this match, while they still try to get the shots now on Loud, and there was one more team over there, and as we see Nitroxx Top10 fighting Vivo KEYD, and now Team Liquid leaving the antenna and getting to their planned position, a planned rotation, but maybe a not easy rotation because Boss is on the floor and he will not be safe. He will be rushed, but CS is on the ground with a nice grenade launcher throw by a player from Team Liquid. Peusada goes to the floor and Nando steals the kill from the Santos player that got him to the ground. But still Santos making messes with the teams coming in. K1 finds the kill finds the takedown on the player from Vivo KEYD. It was that god. Santos in an advantageous position, but they will have to come down, and the metagame team is waiting for them under the refinery. They're trying to get kills on God Unidas, and Team Liquid gets wiped out. But look at Fun making a mess with the AWP over there. That guy gets down and sent back to the lobby. But Modestia and Mike now also getting kills for God Unidas. And now Santos will rotate. Will they use the grapple over there? Will they use the rappel to go down? And now we see Autobot finding the players from SS Esports, getting a few shots on them, but General gets the kill on Bops, and God Unidas is back on the lobby in the 6th place. Vivo KEYD, Metagaming, Loud, SS Esports, Santos, and is it Fluxo? Fluxo, the 6 teams remaining. But look at MTS, he takes damage by fall, and maybe SS Esports will not survive to fight the last fight. As we see the duo FFX trying to leave, and he will take damage for the fall. He uses the hook to avoid that damage, but now he has to fight in the open field against Loud, and the grenades are coming in. Fawn is down because of the safe zone. Drax trying to fight Dudu FFX, and the grenade comes in once again. Santos is back on the lobby, and Loud controlling the center of the safe zone. They get the boo! Yeah, Loud! They got the better positioning. They got the points, and oh my god, please take your finger off your nose, bro.
He's cleaning the house to get a big party to cheer for this big booyah of Loud. Not so big because they only got 2 kills for pointy, so probably metagame who will score more kills. Vivo KEYD also, they will get even more points than Loud. But anyway, it is a booyah which helped them to have the tie break in the end of the competition. So good start for Loud in the first match in Purgatorio. They ended the match in the 2nd place, and right now with Booyah, it is definitely a good start for Loud today, and this is going to mess up a little bit with the points of Santos in our table, Marcelo.
And it's nice to see this fight for the 3rd place. Maybe, just maybe, putting SS Esports in a tough position because Loud scoring lots of points. Santos stood until the end of the game. They were in the top 3 for the end of the match. We may have a party on our standings because we see Loud with 14 points, Metagaming with 14 points, Vivo KEYD coming in for the party as well with 12 points, Santos with 11, Flux with 9, and SS Esports with 8. We have 5 of the 6 teams on the top score for this map, fighting for the top of the standings. Finally waking up and fighting for the top of the standings. Modestia with 3 kills is the MVP for this match. A match that the teams split the kills in between themselves a lot, right, Carol?
Yes, but talking about Vivo KEYD, it seems like Monday that we didn't watch much from Vivo KEYD, but still they were the best teams. They were the best team of the day. They were in the highlights of the day, and they are doing their game very silent, right? So they are getting points, and also who got a few points here were Team Liquid, which is good for them because they were only a couple points behind of INTZ. I'm not sure if it were INTZ. We will check that in our standings. But anyways, no, was God Unidas. God Unidas. Yes, God Unidas. Sorry, my bad. But it's still great start from Loud. We are watching again Fluxo team. We are watching again Vivo KEYD. And this personal fight between the top 3, Loud, SS, and God, it's going to be our gossip for the day, right?
And that gossip for the day has to include Corinthians, the leader for the table, who is celebrating that the teams from the top, as Esports, Loud, let's check the standings so we can illustrate that for you. Esports, Loud, and Santos are splitting the points. They are not having a dominant day, because the day seems like we're having a well-balanced day. The teams are trying their best, and Corinthians is celebrating because the difference is not lowering quickly enough. So maybe when Corinthians get to play tomorrow, they will be on the path to keep their lead with a little bit of ease, right?
Yeah, and that's why I said maybe Esports will have a hard time today, because they have this pressure on their back to win Corinthians, and this is going to be even harder for them, not only in the game but physically, psychology talking, because this can mess up with a gamer head, you know, because I need to be the best, I need to win, and it can give them a little bit of a hard time. But who's not having a hard time here today? At least is Santos and Loud, right?
Good day for Santos and Loud, closing the gap, only 5 points behind Esports for Loud, and only 8 points for Santos. They are getting to the fight for the top of the standings, and it's nice to see a 4-way fight, maybe getting to a 5-way with Vivo KEYD with good results. And look at metagaming.
Joining the top
nice
12.
Carol, nice pointed out. Carol pointed out here for me. And metagaming is joining the top 12. They are having good days. We remind you, metagaming lost 16 points because of the use of illegal skins.
Yes.
And they lost 16 points. They could be fighting for at least the 6th place. However, they are now fighting for the top 12 and doing a good job fighting for this top 12, sending Los Grandes back to the top to only top 13. And now FURIA is on the verge of losing its placement. Los Grandes needs only 1 point to take FURIA out of the top 12. God Unidas and Team Liquid need to perform a little better, because Pen Gaming, even though they're not having a good day, they are steadily getting their points and keeping themselves a little safer than they were. Maybe it's time for a few teams to wake up. There are lots of teams who need to wake up, right, Carol?
Exactly. But between the 6th place where Fluxo stands right now and where FURIA right now, it is very close points. So anything can happen between Fluxo and FURIA team. Anything can happen over there. And I'm pretty much sure if metagame keeping having these great results, consistency, they will reach the mark where Nitroxx Top10 are right now, Fluxo team are right now, because once again we are watching the seesaw coming from INTZ, having good days, having bad days, and today starting this was just the 2nd match and they didn't have great results once again, and we saw in our rankings they are getting low points, Marcelo.
So Carol, we have to study a little bit of the standings a little bit more to bring you guys some more insights, and we will be right back right after a break. In the season 5 of Brazilian Free Fire Brazilian League, and now Lucas gets the kill on Iago. Team Liquid scoring a few kills, but look at the grenade from Guerra! 3 kills against the whole Team 1 squad. There's only one player remaining for Team 1, it's Sazai, and he is down and out. What a play from Guerra! He gets the 4 kills. He has the quadra kill, and he sends Team 1 back to the lobby in the last place once again.
One time, left, right, knock 'em out. Two times, knock 'em out. Knock 'em out with the left, knock 'em out Two times knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night.
LBFF is back. All right. And the guys are also back. We see them getting ready for the third map of the day, the first map of Bermuda for this day. And Carol, we see that after cleaning the house, the players from Alda are taking a coffee, right?
I mean, yes, indeed, he needed to clean the house, if you know what I mean, to get inside of the Booyah spirit. But it seems like we have to get inside of a plane, Marcelo.
Yeah, I wonder if that plane has a little bit of coffee because we are clear to take off. So let's hit the skies. No. Yeah, we are hitting the skies. So ladies and gentlemen, from flight R10D3, heading straight to Bermuda. This is your Captain Marcelo Ferrantini, and by my side, my co-pilot Carol Bombshell invite you to loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, because it's time to drop Carol.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first map here in Bermuda. Bermuda, that you guys know, it is the most loved one by the players. And news for you guys, we already reached the mark for 1,000 kills for Loud, Team Liquid, but we haven't reached the Booyah for Team Liquid, Marcelo. So
Will
it
they
is the
get a
time.
Booyah? Will they get a Booyah for the season? Because the way they're playing, it seems that they do not want to have a Booyah this season. It seems like they're thinking, oh, we had 295 Booyahs last season, so we don't need Booyahs this season. No, you need Booyahs this season.
You sure need Booyahs this season.
And who needs Booyahs this season is Spain and God Unidas. They are both on the bottom of the tables, and now they need to fight for a better position, for better points. And we see Meta Gaming also approaching that fight. We may have Chaos coming in to start this match, Carol.
Yes, and talking about Pen Gaming, I feel like they are very good this season. They have a better squad, and they are actually the leaders of the highest score in a match ever recorded this season, with 29 points in the first match of the second round. In the other hand, Marcelo, they are the worst team in Bermuda. So let's see if they can change the scenario for themselves and get a better results in Bermuda map, because they are the worst.
They are actually the worst team in Bermuda as of right now, as we see INTZ and Vivo KEYD going against each other. And Vivo KEYD is a team that is having good results in Bermuda. And we see Cabeção coming in for General. Let's see if the big brains for Cabeção will make a change for Vivo KEYD. Vivo KEYD, a team that is not used to having these lineup changes in the matches for this season, as we see Cabeção with the platinum hair over there, maybe trying to change a few things towards this Vivo KEYD team, Carol.
Yes, we haven't seen them change their squad a lot of times.
It's also Nando, Modestia, that got
Yeah.
and General.
Yeah, right. But because they are not having great results, like Marcelo said, it is time for a change, and Cabeçon will come maybe to give a plus for them in their squad.
But maybe Pain Gaming needs a plus because they have 2 players down on the floor, but now Stick coming in with the Mac 10, putting 2 players to the ground and maybe trying to bring the fight back to Pain Gaming. He's the only player remaining standing for Pain Gaming, and he's trying to get the points. He gets 2 kills on Mike and Bops, and now he raises the whole team. He brings them all back to their feet, and Pain Gaming will try to fight against God Unidas, who has only 2 players remaining. No, God Unidas took off. They gave up on this fight. They had 3 players on the floor, and Stick all by himself saved the whole team for Pain Gaming, saved the 3 players that were on the floor. Girl, nice play by Stick right now.
A nice play from Six by now, and he is a newcomer also this season and in the Pain Gaming. And it looks like Team Liquid joined the party with Vivo KEYD.
Team Liquid joining the party against Vivo KEYD, maybe coming down the hill as we see Nitroxx Top10 wiping out the whole metagaming team. The newcomers are making their noise, Carol.
The heck?
They are making their noise, and now we see Team Liquid joining the fight. Boss helping a player that was on the ground over there, and Modestia is back to the lobby because of a nice headshot that came from Team Liquid. And now INTZ trying to rotate and leave that danger zone that they are in right now. Lots and lots of shots coming in. Fights at the beginning of the match, Carol, as we wanted to have for this day.
And looks like Vivo KEYD will not retreat from INTZ. They are ready for the fight.
They're ready for the fight, and also that guy is ready for the fight for the best skin used in a match, as he uses the huge rabbit with a suit skin over there. And Lucas Kawan is on the ground. A nice headshot by that guy over there, and now he tries to break the ice as you do with the girls on the nightclub, but he was not able to do it. And now Vivo KEYD has to retreat and maybe find a better angle to fight INTZ over there, as Team Liquid is a little far away, waiting for the spoils of war, Carol.
Yes, I was asking myself where was talking about angle. I was asking myself about the Team Liquid because they already got a kill over Vivo KEYD, so that would be a perfect time for them to come for Vivo KEYD. But maybe they thought about INTZ also, so it's going to be bad for them.
Yeah, they chose not to engage into a 3 teams fight and just grab the spoils of war. They are by the surroundings of the area, and now Pain Gaming trying to run away will face against SS Esports, and we see that the players from SS Esports trying to climb the hill, but Pain Gaming doesn't have the full health to fight this fight, as they are leaving after a fight from God Unidas. But the ice is helping Pain Gaming retreat and get to a better cover, a better place. Stick, that saves the whole team, is now trying to cover himself, and he tries to fight a player from SS Esports. It's Phoenix over there. Phoenix is on the ground, and Leal gets the kill after Rick finishes it off. But now Rick has to run in the zigzag way, the zigzag style, to avoid the shots over there, as we see Pain Gaming taking the house and now trying to heal themselves to fight that fight against SS Esports. And we see Leal healing his teammates, while Team Liquid is still getting spoils of war against Vivo KEYD. MVR got one more takedown against Vivo KEYD, and we might join that fight in a while, as we see SS Esports retreating and trying to recover. They need those points. We say it once again, SS Esports needs to score more points if they want to keep fighting for the top. And we see Kaique with the nice bunny hop over there, trying to leave the window and get to the roof to maybe get sight of the SS Esports team, Carol.
And I was actually, I thought that Pain Gaming was down to 3, but they are with the full squad, and that's probably a wise choice of SS Sports to spread it out a little bit, to check their chances against Pain Gaming, because they are in need of points in our table, and probably is not the best time to engage, but they will not run.
They will not run, and Hick is on the ground. Jubinha doing an amazing job with the UMP. getting the headshot, and look at put on with the VSS putting the player down, and Stick is down as well. There's only one player remaining for Ping Gaming. They might get wiped out by SS Esports, who closed the gap and waited for their rotation and got the damage. Jubinha with nice 2 kills for SS Esports, and 1 player remaining for Ping Gaming. He's inside of the safe zone. He will have to rotate, while SS Esports will not wait for KEYD to move. They will leave the area, leave the surroundings, or maybe not. Maybe Jubinha will not let go of that bone, Carol. He will not go off that bone. And look at MTS coming up, and the double vector! The double vector for KEYD, wiping out and eliminating. Oh my god. I stuttered a lot right now. I stuttered a lot.
You're good.
And now Ping Gaming is out and back on the lobby. But not without taking MTS, the top killer for the season, back with him, Carol.
Marcelo, when I saw the shadows of the double vector, I feared for SS Sports. But right now I'm fearing for Loud against INTZ.
But Aranha and Lucas Kawan are on the ground, and Loud will fight the 4v2 against the INTZ. We know that Lucas Kawan is back, and look at Guerra with a double grenade kill once again, putting 2 players to the floor. Kronos tries to bring it back with the RWP, but Italo gets Kawan. A nice headshot against Kawan. He's trying to find Kronos over there. The shot's coming in, but look at Kronos! Once again, the AWP making the difference. Now it's a 2v1. Kronos trying to rotate, but Italo heard the steps, and now we'll try to fight Kronos a one-on-one. Rotation from Kronos coming in. Italo just saw this rotation from Kronos, but a nice shot with the IWP. Look at Kronos! The Lord of Time is now stopping the watches, is stopping the clocks, and he gets the shot on Guerra! Look at what Kronos is doing! The God of Time is controlling their opponents with the AWM with the flick shots. We have Lucas Kawan trying to recover himself. Kronos is trying to find the shots. Nice play by Kronos, getting the 3 kills and maybe trying to keep Loud alive for this match. Lucas Kawan rotating. He has the Baobao, he has the grenades. He will try to come over Kronos with the blindadão on his hair. And now he spotted Lucas Kawan, and he's trying to find the shots, but the Baobao also making the difference as he uses the eyes. And Kronos will go for the flick shot, but Lucas Kawan with the Baobao used the advantage of the closing in to put Kronos to the ground, but what a play by Kronos, Carol.
What a play by Kronos, Marcelo, and he's definitely the warlock of Free Fire Brazilian League, because he can do magic with his sniper. And I'm actually right now Googling if he is able to give us online classes of how to use a sniper, because he was with a mano a mano, a very front battle against the players from INTZ. And he is with a double sniper, is still doing an amazing job.
And that flick shot was incredible. That flick shot on Italo at such short range was incredible. But now Loud is back on the lobby with the 10th place. And we see the SS Esports team trying to keep themselves alive. Unidas is also trying to keep themselves alive, as we have Fluxo maybe joining a fight against Vivo KEYD. Santos once again trying to take the center of the map, keeping themselves alive. As we see Team Liquid also in the center of the map. Nitroxx Top10 nearing the peak region. The danger zone gets to really close to Nitroxx Top10, maybe forcing them to rotate. And we have INTZ with 1 player, SS Esports with 2 players, Unidas with 2 players, with only 1 player, 2 players actually. And the late stages of this match will be hot, Carol.
Yes, will be hot, and we are not even in Kalahari to talk about the hot stuff. And Fluxo team with their full squad already rotating in. Thinking about Fluxo team, last season in Bermuda map, they were the best of the best in Bermuda specifically, but right now they are having a little bit of a hard time. But with the full squad right now, let's see if they can keep it up with that job. And it goes the same for Team Liquid, that is in the middle of the safe zone, and we know what happened in the middle of safe zone. If you know precisely how to defend your call, you will probably get a booyah, as it already happened with Santos, Corinthians, and a couple of other teams. And Vivo KEYD, who engaged in the first fights, are still alive. So Marcelo, the question is, who is going to take the booyah right now? Because Loud is not going to be. I don't know where Santos is right now, but let's see if we are going to have a double booyah or if a new team will get a booyah.
I wanted to test my voice shouting booyah Team Liquid. I really wanted to test my voice.
You didn't get this taste, right?
I didn't have the taste to shout booyah Team Liquid, and I want it. As we see Miguel and Arruda trying to get to safe houses again in a place where they have to fight Los Grandes and the remaining player from INTZ. They are only 2 on 5 over there, since the player from INTZ maybe will try and fight them. But now we see Team Liquid fighting Santos and Autobot taking lots of damages. Maybe Team Liquid tries to get those kills from Santos using the protection from the loot box over there. As we see Autobot trying to bring it back, trying to find the shoots on Lucas, on Peusada, on Boss. And MVR is left behind to use the distance with the sniper rifle, as we see Nitroxx Top10 joining this fight as well, and Vivo KEYD keeping their foot, keeping their ground far away from there. SS Esports also joining this fight. Cias from Fluxo got killed. The teams are getting all close together for the finishing stages of the match as we reach the 15 minutes mark, Carol.
And I'm watching right now Santos. I was asking myself where were them, but they will have a fight against Nitroxx Top10, and we already saw what happened when you confront a Nitroxx Top10.
But Victor found the grenade, and now Lucas TD finds Autobot. Santos is in the middle of a sandwich, and that will not be a good position for them to fight. 2 players already on the floor, and now INTZ is wiped out by a grenade launcher shot from Amuchi. Nitroxx Top10 trying to find the best place to fight. We see Victor using the grenades to chase but on away from there. And now Spill getting damage from grenades as well. And now the headshot from Butch on puts the Spill to the ground, and he finishes it off. Gus coming into the fight. Look at Cias with the grenade launcher, a double kill. JHCZ send the player back to the lobby from SS Esports, while Jubinha tries to hold him his ground against the whole Nitroxx Top10 squad, but that will not be enough. SS Esports is back to the lobby, and Nitroxx Top10 already got 7 kills, Carol, as we head to the end of the match. Santos will try to hold their ground. God Unidas also back to the lobby by the hands of Gus. And now Fluxo fighting! Whoa! Oh my God, Cias!
Wow!
The grenade and the grenade launcher are indeed your weapon, my guy! 4 kills for Cias! 3 kills for Cias! And wiping out the whole Los Grandes team. Oh my God, Carol!
A single grenade over the whole squad of Los Grandes. He whooped down them, Marcelo. Wow.
He wiped out the whole team from Los Grandes. It seems like Santos is giving up on the map. No, he actually Dudu showed up himself and he gave a kill to Team Liquid. Team Liquid is controlling the center of the map. Maybe I'll have the opportunity to say what I wanted to say.
Don't be the kiss of death. So let's wait and see if Team Liquid can handle the pressure to be the team in the middle of the stage.
And now that got... Oh my God, fuck! Finding the head from that god over there, and now Nando 9 trying to bring his teammate back to the ground. And Peusada sends him back to the floor as well. Vivo KEYD may not be reaching the top 3, but Nitroxx Top10 also trying to close in against Team Liquid. Team Liquid already has 5 kills on their hands, and now Peusada trying to use the grenades and to finish off Vivo KEYD, Cabeção is the last player remaining. He's rotating, but he will have to face off against 2 players from Team Liquid, and MVR gets the kill. Now Nitroxx Top 10, Fluxo, and Vivo and Team Liquid fighting for the booyah. Nitroxx Top 10 with only 2 players. Fluxo and Team Liquid with their whole squad. And they have the information on Nitroxx Top 10, but Chinese with the headshot puts Boss to the ground. He was exposed, unnecessarily exposed over there. And the safe zone is closing in. The teams will have a fight. The grenades from MVR trying to find the Fluxo players. Climbing the hills. Fluxo in the worst position in between the 3 teams. And this fight will end in the open field, Carol. This fight will end in the open field as we see the Fluxo players using the ice to try to get to a better positioning, to get to the center of the safe zone. And Nitroxx Top 10 is wiped out with 2 nice shots by Godkill. And now it's a clear fight between Fluxo and Team Liquid. See us with the foul, but now 2 kills by Godkill and Fuck. Nice job. Belzada brings it back. It's 2-on-2. Fuck with the shotgun gets the player down. Belzada gets Godkill, and look at the grenade by CS once again. It's booyah, Fluxo! You almost did it, Team Liquid! But the players from Fluxo used the ice, used their patience, and used their weapons to get the kills. Shout outs to Godkill with lots and lots of damage with the AWP, doing the best support they needed to reach the final stages of the game, and then doing his job against the rushing Team Liquid. Nice job! Fluxo finishes off the match with 11 kills, and they needed it so badly, Carol.
Yes, with the A-double-N of Godkill, he sure did an amazing job in helping to get the damage that CS needed for this last kill. And a graciously booyah for Fluxo team that don't have no brew today, but they are very well equipped by Godkill, Japa BKR, CS, and FAC. So yes, well done for Fluxo team. And I said that they didn't have the stats this season, the good stats this season in Bermuda map, but look at the points, 23 points in Bermuda map. And excellent for Team Liquid.
Getting 15 points, they needed those points, but I wanted to shout booyah Team Liquid. I really
They were so
wanted.
close.
I thought it would be this time, but it was not. Because Fluxo with a nice game, they did a nice rush in the end of the game. And Nitroxx Top 10 with 15 points once again. Los Grandes with 8 points. They needed those points as well. SS Esports, the best team in this map that are fighting for the top of the rankings, getting a few points of difference, of distance from Loud and Santos. Vivo KEYD with 7 points. We have CS getting 5 kills, but we have to shout out the support from Godkill. He did an amazing job in this match for Fluxo, Carol.
An amazing match for sure. And we probably will not see the other MVP players for this last match, but I want to also give a big shout out to Kronos with they got Loud in the 10th place. Even though in the 10th place he got at least 3 kills for Loud with his A-double-N.
He got the 3 kills and the point for the 10th place. Loud is only scoring because of Kronos and what he did in that fight.
Yeah, 1
against
point
INTZ.
in the 10th place.
Yeah, 1 point from the 10th place and 3 points for the kills from Kronos. He did an amazing job in that fight against INTZ, all by himself with the double AWM.
But also who did a very great job was Nitroxx Top 10. Once again, these guys are unstoppable. They are coming like a bullet train, and they are doing an aggressive game as I have never seen that newcomers would do. I didn't see that coming from Metagame and Team 1 last season, and I'm not seeing that coming from Team Codasolid. Team Codasolid still prioritizes the positions, but Nitroxx Top10 adopted this game style where they are very aggressive and they don't avoid any type of fights, but also they will come to steal your position in the late stages of the game, and they managed to be in the 3rd place with 15 points as well.
Nice job by Nitroxx Top10, and we got to check the standings to see how it changed the whole picture for the fights for the 12th place. By the way, Los Grandes taking it from FURIA. We have Corinthians having the gap closed a little bit by SS Esports, but still not enough for SS to be in a comfortable position. Loud trying to get there, and Santos only 1 point behind Loud. This fight for the 3rd place is getting amazing, but look at Fluxo reaching Vivo KEYD in the standings, only 4 points behind, and maybe bringing Nitroxx Top10 up with them. INTZ gets to 310 points, but look at the top of the standing, the bottom of the standings. I mean, Team Liquid leaving the relegation zone and leaving Unidas to fight for a better positioning. And we know, and from what we've seen from Team Liquid, they have a game more well developed than Unidas, but that's not. That's finally showing some results for them, right, Carol?
Yes, indeed, Marcelo. And also Pen Gaming that didn't start very good the day, but they are still a couple points ahead of Team Liquid. But because of the Team Liquid different game style today here, I feel like we can wait great things from them. So because they are so close to get the Booyah, this is the 2nd time they are very close to get the Booyah. So let's see if restarting again our maps, they will get that, Marcelo.
And finally, Team Liquid broke the 100 points mark.
Yes.
100 kills mark.
Yeah.
They had 98 to start the day. They got one that was the 1000th kill by Boss in Kalahari. And finally they broke the 100 points mark, because it's making them be so much behind the other teams that are in the fight to leave the relegation zone and maybe join the top 12. This hurts this game from Team Liquid, as it's hurting Team 1, by the way, with 85 kills. It's hurting Team 1, and they need to play the more aggressive game, and we saw this in this match. Team Liquid taking the center of the safe zone, taking the center of the map, controlling the pace of the match, getting kills, getting to the top 3, getting to the top 2 actually, and that was better for Team Liquid than that late rotation game that they were choosing, right, Carol?
Yes, and as we come back to that where we know that position take you to the best results. So that worked for Corinthians, it's working for Santos. It is probably a different game style for SS Sports and Loud, but if you stick with that in your mind, get the equipment and loot necessary that you need and go straight for the late states where the safe zone will shrink, you're probably going to get a better result, and that's what happened with Team Liquid right now in Bermuda map. They decided to stay in Bimazaki where the late stages of the game were happening, and they got the best results, of course, Marcelo, for them that are very close, so close, this close of the Booyah.
At least 4 second places for Team Liquid and still no Booyahs, but maybe in the last 3 maps of the day. So take a rest, make a visit to the bathroom, and we'll be right back for you guys with more Free Fire Brazilian League. He's having problems, he's having trouble to keep themselves alive inside that house. They use the ice barrier, but Gus puts the player down. Rush once again with the shotgun, now putting Pity on the ground and finishing off Pity. But Gus puts once again a player from Santos on the ground. Now Rush downs Gus, and Los Grandes is out of the game. What a match by Rush! 4 kills for him with the shotgun. He gets the quadra kill with a surprise. We are back live. We're back live, and we have 3 more maps coming up in LBFF Season 5. The 10th round of 18 rounds, the first round of the second half of the season, and we have such good players coming in for the top of the kills, and still no new players in the top 6, right, Carol?
Right, Marcelo. But something that I wasn't right today was the MVP list, and I was asking myself, where is it? Because I want to see how many points MTS have scored today, because Ousado is coming to play tomorrow, and he's going to be no joke. So today it is the time not only for Esports to score points to still the top of Corinthians, but also in the MVP list, as we are seeing here, Marcelo.
And Butch on making it back to the top 3, reaching K1 with the 50 kills. Memgad still on the 5th place, and Fawn doing a good job closing the gap against Memgad. But Carol, we are seeing action from different players today. We've seen Kronos having good jobs, doing good jobs. We've seen Cias getting lots of kills. The players are rotating the teams are rotating their killers for the day, right?
I feel like we have even new faces in our MVP list, not the only ones that we are seeing here, because we only see the top 6 which is shown here for us. But if we see the complete list, we are see that different players, like Marcelo said, in the past weekends we had Nando 9. We even had Mammoth that we are not seeing here, Natividade, and they have different styles of plays, right, Marcelo? So MTS, he's a very good player with the grenades, and it goes the same for Nobru, for Cias.
K1 is doing a good job.
K1 is doing an amazing job even with the grenade launcher. And Memgod, for example, as Nando 9, they are assistants. So we are seeing different styles of players here.
They are snipers, they are supports for the rushers, and Nando 9 now in the 10th place to start the day, and Memgad still on the 5th place for the day. And we have 3 more maps coming up. Purgatory was a place where Santos had an amazing job. They got the Booyah and they controlled the center of the map. Maybe some teams learning from Santos, and we will check this out as soon as possible. We are checking out first the players gaming house, as we see Los Grandes with the red lights. Is it red or is it pink? I don't know. It looks like pink, a pink light.
Yeah, but their colors is orange, so it's a little bit odd. Pink, red, orange, I don't know. But something is for sure, Marcelo. I think you got already the information.
Yeah, I've got the information because we are clear to take off. So let's hit the skies! Ladies and gentlemen, from flight R10D4 heading straight to Purgatory. This is your captain, Marcelo Fiorentini, and by my side, my co-pilot, Carol Bombshell, invites you to loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, because it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, grandmas, grandpas, pets, kids, lose your seatbelts, like the pilot Marcelo said, because we are heading once again to Purgatory map. And if you couldn't get enough of the fights in Purgatory, here we are again. Let's see if Esports got enough time right now to steal the place of Corinthians, or if Loud will reach the 2nd place and steal it from Esports. But Santos isn't around the corner, so things will get very interesting today. Not as interesting. I'm very curious to see what Team Liquid will do right now, Marcelo.
I'm curious for Team Liquid as well, but we see in Brasilia the same 3 squads playing the same game as they did for the first match of the day. We see Black 00 coming in for Kaique in Pain Gaming. Kaique was doing a good job. Maybe a change of style with Black 00, who started the season as a starter for Pain Gaming. Now he joins the fight, and General coming in once again for Vivo KEYD in place of Cabeção. That was probably a change of strategy for them in Bermuda, and it didn't work out as they wanted. So General is back for the match for Vivo KEYD, Carol.
Yes, and he's back, but I feel like Cabeção did a quite good job in the Bermuda map, but it's like we like to say here in Brazil, the team that is winning, we don't change. So General, it's back in the game, and he makes a very great difference for the squad, as much goes for Nando 9, Modestion, and that God. But it feels like Purgatorio takes a little bit of longer time to get our first blood, which it is different in Kalahari. So let's just watching the players playing around, get the best loot and equipments, and get ready to the fight.
As we see the whole Vivo KEYD squad trying to get a little bit of Monica, a little bit of loot. I had to trigger you, girl. But getting a little loot over there. Nando 9 getting some utility over there, getting the katana. The katana. And the teams are all spread, and Carol, we have to talk about the strategies for Purgatory, as we have this. We had the easy prediction for the first map of the day, and it would be easy for me to go for the same prediction, Carol, because the teams apparently did the same thing.
Yeah. Would it be conveniently for us to say Santos again, which probably can happen if it closes in Brasilia once again. But differently right now, I want to talk about the teams that didn't have great results, like God. They took also a long time to get inside of the safe zone, which once they decided to get inside of the safe zone, they were troubled by INTZ and Loud. So if I were them, I will maybe not stay in Fire Brigade and rotate myself to the middle of the next save, because it's going to be a little bit more wise for them, you know, and it goes the same for Team Liquid. So my advice right now it is, don't take too long to get inside of the safe zone. Even though there is a team over there, just try your best skills and fight over the best position.
That fight is something that some teams need to stop avoiding, right? We have the drop calls favoring a few teams because of that fear of confrontation that we are seeing from some squads in this last rounds we've had. Maybe from week 6, round 6 to today, this fear of confrontation is letting teams like Santos getting points, getting easy points, because they're not being confronted only when the safe zone is closing, and the teams have to fight an unfavorable fight against Santos with the safe zones on their back and the late safe zones that deal great damage. They are stuck in between a rock and a hard place. So they need to choose the time better for the fights and maybe join them a little sooner.
Yes.
As you said, Carol.
Yes, of course. And talking about sooner, maybe we're going to have a very early confrontation against Loud and INTZ, which actually happened where Los Grandes it is right now. It is located right now. But because of that, maybe Loud had to change their rotation, and it goes the same to INTZ, that maybe will choose to retreat from that and not engage in a fight. But we come back to the same talk, to position yourself already early in the stages of the game, to a best position to get in the late stages of the game alive.
And now we have Pain Gaming trying to get to the late stages of the game alive, but leaving God with the 12th place. We still ain't got the first blood, and now Arruda with the double vector putting 2 players to the ground, and now we see Stick trying to kill himself, keep himself alive, and Leal gets Arruda to the ground with a nice shot with the Bao and eliminating, getting the first blood as I was complaining. And now Stick bringing it back and putting Bobs to the ground. Now Leao trying to defend his place as we have Miguel and Mike coming in. Mike with the Bao once again. Leao puts to the ground, but Miguel brings Stick to the floor and he will try to get the points for God Unidas. He gets 1 point over there. He gets 2 points over there. And now he's fighting Leao one-on-one. We have a mano-mano fight, but Leao will finish off the 2 players from God. And he has he had Mike as a hostage, but now Miguel goes against Leao. 3 kills for Leao. And Miguel also getting lots of kills, but now he is taking off. He will not fight. He will try to keep God Unidas alive to get the points at the late stages of the game. Carol, we see 2 teams going for the fights and both teams with only 1 player remaining. Maybe a bad fight for both teams. And now Leao almost got the kill on Miguel. He spotted Miguel trying to leave, and now he's in an advantageous position. He has cover, and Miguel will have to use the ice, but Leao has some info on him, and we will try to play the dangerous game. We'll try to play for the kill on Miguel. He's inside of the safe zone. He's trying to see if Miguel leaves the cover from the negative. The grenades are coming in, and Miguel might be hit by the grenade. What a headshot grenade! It was the grenade indeed. Quadra kill by Leao! He wipes out the whole God Unidas team, and it was Kobe for Leao.
That was a very nice shot by the grenade, of course. He threw the grenade like, I wanted to use the expression like, you shot in what you didn't see and you got what you see. Like
you shot in the dark and you find the target.
Yes, exactly.
Like
Yes. That expression I wanted to express myself. So well done for Leao right now with this big shot, but I feel like he also lost because he's by himself right now.
He's by himself.
So they needed to adapt. Pain Gaming have been getting the same exactly game, you know, where they
get a few kills.
They get a few kills, but they are always down to 2, down to 1, and this is not good. This is no good.
This is no good because they die early and get no points for the rankings, for the positioning in the table. And it hurts Pain Gaming that is fighting against the relegation zone, and we have teams from the relegation zone doing a better job. And look at Team Liquid in the center of the next safe zone. Maybe, just maybe, it's the time for me to shout out Booyah Team Liquid. Oh my god. And now we have Fluxo near there, and look at where is Santos. In the middle of the safe zone once again.
Also, still in the middles of Brasilia. They are very close of Brazil. They are in the trailers. But the position of Team Liquid remembers me that last season they have the same rotation. They went to Mableworks and they would go to Extremely to the beachy houses. So that worked for them last season. So let's see if they will bring the luck again.
And look at Nando9 trying to reposition himself, but he has to fare off against Nitroxx Top10 once again. Vivo KEYD, look at the grenade by Victor! He puts Nando9 to the floor, and Vivo KEYD will have to fare off against Nitroxx Top10. We have this fight happening once again, a fight that was dominated by Nitroxx Top10 in the first map of the day, but Modestia finds Chinese and puts him down. What didn't happen in the last match, but look at Spill with the double vector sending General back to the lobby after he sent the player from Nitroxx Top10 to the lobby as well. It was Chinese who was eliminated, but Vivo KEYD lost 2 players, General and Nando9, back to the lobby. Now the fight is 3-on-2 for Nitroxx Top10. They have the advantage. The newcomers are being the obstacle for Vivo KEYD in those 2 matches in Purgatory for the day.
Yeah,
the grenade launcher! Look at that god!
No way.
Finding the kill, finding the takedown in the future point. He calculated where the car would be after 2.3 seconds and throw the grenade and hit the ball correctly. It was a pass from Tom Brady. It was a pass from Aaron Rodgers. A pass from Justin Fields. Go Bears!
And it was well calculated grenade, and he was inside of the car already, and he got this beautiful shot over the player of Nitroxx Top10. Well done. And I mean, Nitroxx Top10, they were the advantage of points of players alive, and still they decided to retrieve from that.
But now, Nitroxx Top10 retreating and being caught by Metagaming. What may start a fight between also Metagaming and Los Grandes. We see Rafa X already trying to get the shots over there. Vivo KEYD joining the party. We have a loot box dropping for Los Grandes. The party's on.
The party is definitely on, and Nitroxx Top10 won't be alive for long, Marcelo.
That's a bold prediction for Carol. Nitroxx Top10 may not be alive for long. And now Spill trying to rotate in the house. As we see J8ZZ also trying to rotate, but he is trampled by Lost. And Lost and Kawe eliminate Nitroxx Top10. Your bold prediction turned out right, Carol. Nitroxx Top10 is back on the lobby.
Because of the number disadvantage, okay, we haven't seen things happen that...
Mad things
happen, of course, but still it is hard to play 4 against 2.
It's hard to play 4 against 2. And now SS Esports also joining the region of the Marble Works over there. As we see Pen Gaming also with the last player, it's Leal still coming and still playing in this match and just celebrating because Nitroxx Top10 got wiped out in the 11th place, and that secures one more point for Pen Gaming, as they will their worst positioning would be a 10th place. So Leal secures already 5 points for Pen Gaming, as we see that guy trying to use the grenade launchers and maybe engage into this fight against Loud. K1, Will, Noda, and Kronos coming in for the fight, as we see the cameras for Kronos and for K1 and for Will. And Will gets the headshot on Modestia. Pen Gaming is out of the game because he was sighted. And Vivo KEYD once again trampled by Team Liquid, getting the 2 kills, one for K1 and one for Will. Loud sends Vivo KEYD back to the lobby in the 9th place. Bad results for Vivo KEYD once again, as we see SS Esports fighting INTZ, and the first player is down with the grenade. The grenades are still coming in Italy with only half life left. We are reaching the 15-minute mark for this match, so the action is coming in, as we see MTS trying to hit the grenades that has been a good part of MTS repertoire. And he's trying to find the INTZ players in the watchtowers, and they have to come down. And look at Los Grandes all wiped out because of the safe zone with the help from, was it Metagaming? And now we have Team Liquid fighting Metagaming, as we have the player from SS Esports coming down. It was put on the nice grenade by the INTZ players. Metagaming is wiped out by Liquid, by Loud once again. SS Esports fighting Fluxo in the storage houses of Marble Works, as we have the ice protecting players from INTZ, but SS Esports is trying to rush in. But on finds the first takedown, and now the players from SS Esports MTS getting the triple kill and wiping out the whole INTZ squad. MTS and Boot on doing their jobs. That's why they lead the kills in the ranking in kills. And MTS getting to 60 kills for the season. But look at this grenade by Cias! Oh my God! Kobe eliminating the player from SS Esports. It was Phoenix. He was not able to keep himself alive. And now Fluxo has the advantage to fight against SS Esports. Oh my God, that grenade came from far, far, far away. And now Santos, Team Liquid, and Fluxo controlling the center of the safe zone.
And there is only 4 teams alive.
Only 4 teams alive, and Autobot fighting the grenade on MVR. The grenade, Cias once again with the grenade, putting Butch onto the ground, while Peusada puts Autobot to the floor. Cias finishing Butch on with the grenade once again. This man is Stephen Curry. Oh my God, he hits the shots from really far away. MVR and Boss wiping Santos out. 3 players down from Santos, and now to do FFX with is back on the lobby. Autobot also back on the lobby. And SS Esports is all wiped out. Japa BKR. Santos back on the lobby as well. Maybe Team Liquid once again. Team Liquid and Fluxo to finish off the match once again. We see 4 players from Team Liquid trying to rotate and maybe surprise the players from Fluxo from behind. Fluxo is in a better position, but there are lots and lots of ice barriers to protect Team Liquid as we have the grenades coming in. Team Liquid and Fluxo joining the fight once again to finish this match. They were the 2 teams remaining on the last map as well in Bermuda, and the shots came in. Japa BKR took lots of damage, and Team Liquid with 10 kills trying to get the first booyah. And now the ice barrier is covering up for Fluxo, and the grenade coming in, putting Piozada to the ground. Once again, Cia's doing an amazing job with the grenades. He already got 4 or 5 takedowns with the grenade. 2 kills, but a few more takedowns for Cias. Look at the headshot on Lucas today! He gets the elimination. Triple kill for Cias. Nice headshot. And the grenade is coming in. And look at Cias! It's Booyah Fluxo! Oh my God, Cias! You're a madman!
He's a demon.
He's a demon!
Oh
Look at the job done with the grenades! Look at that headshot! And Fluxo getting double booyahs! Back to back, Carol!
Follow the flow, Marcelo, because it is a double booyah this Saturday for Fluxo team again. Again, doing the same exactly thing that they did on Monday. They came with the spirit to win, and Cias got kills, and Japa BKR are showing us they are a great squad and getting one more booyah for them in Purgatory right now. So, one thing is for sure, we already are going to watch Fluxo team among the highlights of the day here today, but I am more curious to see if Cias will join once again the MVP list, because he's helping a lot Fluxo get their points, and 20 more points for Fluxo team in this last match. But look at Team Liquid, 1 point behind the Fluxo team, of course, and once again they were very close off the booyah, Marcelo.
And Carol, it's funny to see that Team Liquid still ain't got the booyah, even though they are having maybe 6 second places as of right now. And they got 10 points for kills. We highlighted that before the fight happened between Fluxo and Team Liquid to finish the game, but it seems like it's not a choke problem. They are fighting fights that their opponents are just being amazing. What we've seen from Cias right now, that headshot on Lucas TD, and then the grenades with the help of Godkill. It's not a Team Liquid choke problem, but maybe they are getting the best of their opponents, right?
Like I said, they still couldn't connect the game very good, but still they are trying to get the vibe, to feel the game and to connect right now, finally, to get this second places. And I'm pretty much sure sooner or later we're going to watch the booyah of Team Liquid, because they are coming. We already saw they fixed their mistakes, and not always it is about the booyah, Marcelo, but about their performances, because they got the second place with 10 kills. Fluxo team only got 8 kills. Of course, they got more points because of the position. The first place give you 12 points. So, for sure, Team Liquid already got a booyah, but not a booyah indeed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got the points for more than a booyah, but they didn't get the booyah. But that may change a few things on the bottom side of the table.
It's a matter of time.
It's a matter of time, but Team Liquid is changing the things with this nice day that they are having today. We're having the standings on the screen for you guys right now. Fluxo getting to the 5th place, surpassing Vivo KEYD, but Team Liquid getting to the 15th place, surpassing Pain Gaming, who is not having a good day, as you said. They get the kills, but they don't get the results, and Team Liquid are getting the results, Carol.
Definitely they are getting the results because they were so close of the relegation zone. I mean, they started the day in the 7th position, and right now they are climbing, getting baby steps, crawling to at least to the access group, where they are right now among FURIA and before, and also Pain Games. So let's see if by the end of the day, because there's 2 more matches to come, they are very close of before and FURIA endpoint. So anything is possible to happen here today, Marcelo.
Yeah, we may see even Team Liquid leaving the 17th place and reaching the top 12, and maybe getting to the 300 points if they get to good results. They might get to 300 points. They are 25 points behind, and that is possible. That is doable. But what is also doable is Santos reaching Loud, only 1 point behind, and finally SS Esports getting a little breather from that fight with a 12-point lead on Loud, but still ain't got to Corinthians, Carol.
They ain't got to Corinthians, and I just noticed that SS Sports and Loud probably are the only team with the most kills here in Free Fire Brazilian League this season. So if Loud manage to get more booyahs, and both of these teams, SS Sports and Loud, get in the end of Free Fire Brazilian League, they will have a little bit of trouble with the tie break. So it's going to be very interesting to watch both of teams fighting for the top 1. But we cannot change our minds about Corinthians, because we already watched the game of Corinthians, and tomorrow probably they will once again coming to open this big gap ahead of all the top 3 teams and not leaving anyone behind, except that SS Sports have again once the opportunity to open this big gap, and they are not having a glorious day. So let's see if by the end of the match today they will get at least 1 booyah, a few more points, because in the next map in Kalahari they will get this 4 points, right?
And if they don't get those points that they need to maybe pass over Corinthians in the top of the tables and open a little bit of a gap in between them, Corinthians will come trampling tomorrow, because they got 2 more days to play in this weekend. And Carol, we need to take a little breather, get some water and hydrate our throats a little bit, but it will be a quick one, just a minute, and we'll be right back. Pretty damn hard. And now Rafa X also on the floor. BL trying to help Mamute over there, but it may be a nice bait by Team Codasolid, now trying to engage into this fight against BL and Mamute, and they are both on the floor. Mamute is back on the lobby, quietly gets the kill on BL. And now the ice barrier is coming in to try and save a look at Gus! 2 grenade kills by Gus on Quali and back, but Vitinho was there to save the day for Team Codasolid. And they already got 7 kills, Carol.
And Team Codasolid with the newcomers are giving us the best results against
times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night.
We are back live for more LBFF Season 5, and we get to see the gaming houses and the players coming in for this next match, right, Carol? We get the opportunity to watch how the teams are dealing with this long day of play. We see Vivo KEYD team over there. We already seen the second page with Unidas, INTZ, Nitroxx Top10, Esports, and Team Liquid. And Carol, it's good to see the guys all together and having a chat and maybe discussing strategies, right?
That's what you said, discussing about a strategy, and we haven't seen that most of them already adopted new strategies. Like Team Liquid here today, they are having amazing results today. That's because they probably adapted themselves to the new meta of the game and already got the feeling to play back very good again. But a team that is doing amazing, it is Nitroxx Top10, and I'm very excited to see what they will bring to us in our next map, Marcelo.
What is coming to us as of right now is our meal for the flight, because we are ready to take off. So let's hit the skies. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R10D5 heading straight to the Kalahari Desert. This is your captain Marcelo Ferrantini, and by my side, my co-pilot Carol Bombshell invites you to loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, cause it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to the hottest map of Kalahari. I hope you guys brought your water bottle, because things here will get very hot. Because in Loud we already got our first replacement. Brabox, it's on the game, and we went to take some rest to clean a little bit more the space.
Maybe getting the salon ready for a party. However, this was the lineup that started the day for Loud. Brabox in the place of Will, and this is a lineup that is getting good results for Loud, right, Carol?
And we saw that last week in Kalahari, sorry, not last week, but when Loud were having bad days, Brabox, he came to join the party and get few kills for Loud, and he did, as much as Kaique coming back for the team in Pain Gaming, Marcelo.
Once again, Pain Gaming doing lots and lots of changes in their lineups, and we have a fight going on between Los Grandes and Fluxo, and Japa BKR is the first player back on the lobby. Mamute got the kill, and Mamute was one of the kill leaders for the first 3 weeks. Now he is back on getting kills because he was a little quieter for those past seasons. And we see also Unidas having a change. Minuzzi coming in for a Huda. Unidas also a team that cannot find its ideal lineup, and that is hurting Unidas as well, right, Carol?
Yes, and talking again about the player that Mamute took down and sent back to the lobby, he actually shooted the right one. Japa BKR, the first one to get the 300 kills over here, it is already back in the lobby, damaged the game of Fluxo team that got double booyah. So let's see if they will manage to at least get a good position in the late stuff stages of the game in Kalahari, knowing that Fluxo team got the best performance in Kalahari. Most of the booyahs of them here in this season were in Kalahari.
And they're the team who gets the most points in Kalahari as well, with 137 to start the day. And now we have the fight going on between Esports and Loud, a direct fight for the second place on the rankings. And Phoenix is down and out because Kronos with the car did some damage. We have now the Loud team trying to regroup and not going for the fight, even though they have the numbers advantage. But look at Kawan using the hook to reposition himself on the other side of the bridge to allow the rotation from its teammates to happen quickly and more safely, as we see Loud rotating already for the center of the safe zone, Carol.
And as they should, because it is by proved that the center of the safe zone, it is the better position if you know how to defend your drop call. But it seems like Santos is not staying refinery for one of the first time.
Santos rotating for
What
the
a
first
new
time in the season.
thing! What a new thing!
Rotating for the first time in the season in Kalahari, indeed. And now we have Metagaming, who also joined the fight against Santos in the first map of the day. Metagaming finished in the second place, but look at Drax finding the FFX over there and putting him to the ground. The shots coming in from above, and Santos now trying to save the FFX over there and use the walls of the houses as their cover. Dudu will be once again lift up by its teammates, and Fawn finds the shot on Lost too well. Maybe trying to fight back and giving time for its teammates to help Dudu FFX on the ground. We have now all players positioned inside of the houses, and Santos, who lost the positioning of the refinery, now fighting Metagaming with a disadvantage in the top down view, because it's Metagaming now who is shooting from above, right, Carol?
And Los Grandes also paying.
Los Grandes also dealing with the disadvantage of playing from below. Pain Gaming trying to find the kills, and once again Pain engaging into early fights, and this time they may have the positioning to get the kills and not lose players. That's the main point that we've been talking about, the Pain Gaming plays for the day, right, Carol?
And one thing is for sure that we already noticed in Kalahari map, if you have the top view vision, you're probably going to get the best kills. But one thing that surprised me right now were the rotation of Santos. So let's see if they also will manage to be in the center of the safe zone this map in Kalahari, because most of the times Refinery would have the safe of the zone for them in their favor, of course. But if they are rotating right now, it is because they know they needed to be in the center of zone, which is not going to be there in the Refinery. So the teams are already getting close, and they are positioning themselves to the late stages of the game. So let's see who is going to be the best one in Kalahari, because by the standings we know that Fluxo team, it is the best one, but they are down to 3, so it's going to be a little bit hard for them to get the Booyah this time.
And as we see some teams getting close to the playground region, while Kronos finds Guerra, but Guerra finds Noda and Aranha, tries the shoots on the whole Loud squad. He ain't find no kills over there, but INTZ seem to be rotating to join that fight as Aranha brings Guerra back to the war.
And it is so frustrating when you take one of the player down and you can't finish the kill. For myself, it is very frustrating because I wanted to get the kill point, but I mean, the other team was a little bit quicker to save their teammate.
And now we have Kronos well positioned with the KAR, the car, by their hands, as we see Mamute once again finding a headshot on the other side of the field against Peusada this time. And now Kronos positioned to cover for the rotation of INTZ, as maybe the players will not come, Carol. Maybe they will remain safe and wait for the safe zones to close, as Loud and INTZ are inside of the next safe zone, Carol. Look at Kronos! The headshot from Kronos coming in, and oh god, that hit was incredible. And now Italo finding Brabox and finishing off Brabox. They tried to rush the whole squad from INTZ after that nice headshot from Kronos, but now INTZ is rushing Kronos. He's by himself. Noda is below Italo, and Kawan also trying to get below Italo. Noda rotating, trying to find the best place to fight. Kawan destroys the drone, and now we have the fight going on, as well as Noda tries to rotate and not get caught by the whole INTZ squad that left the house via that window. And now he has Kawan to help him fight from afar. And even further is Kronos, who may get trampled by INTZ. And now we have Kawan trying to hold on to its positioning to help the two remaining players from Loud to reposition themselves. And now Kawan caught the attention from the players from INTZ, and now will rotate to a different place, Carol.
And as they should, I mean, they are down to 3 right now. They didn't get very good in the fight against INTZ, but Pain Game again with the overview, it's punishing Fluxo team.
Punishing Fluxo, and Cias is on the floor. The grenades are coming in. Maybe Cias will be the second player eliminated for Fluxo, and that's what happens. And now GodKill tries to bring it back with the AWM, but he is all alone in that fight, while Fuck is trying to reach the control tower, to reach the tower over there all by himself and fight this Pain Gaming squad with only the Bao. Leal trying to come down, and the 2 players from Fluxo are back on the lobby with no kills. Easy game for Pain Gaming against Fluxo right now. Bad choice of fight for Fluxo, right, Carol?
I don't know if they score points for killing, but they went back. They went from the Booyah straight back to the lobby with 0 points, Marcelo.
And that hurts.
That hurts.
That hurts because Fluxo was trying to bring it back, and look at the grenade from Kawan dealing lots of damages to Italo.
And
now he uses the grapple, and he will come for Italo once again. Italo is rotating for inside of the house, and now Kawan trying to find the best pixel to fight.
Wow.
He may have been too eager for that kill, and now he's inside enemy lines. He's behind enemy lines, and he will have to play a more defensive style. He will try to rotate back to its teammates, while Italo tries to surround him with the possibility of the other teammates to come after Kawan once again. He has to crouch on the top floor of the house, and now he uses the grapple once again to leave the place. Now we have Unidas trying to surround Nitroxx Top10 over there, but the rush from Nitroxx Top10, Chinese going for Miguel, and Spill going for Mike. 2 players down for Unidas. Only 2 players remaining, they are Minuzi, and the last player remaining for Unidas is Miguel. Miguel is on the floor. Bops and Minuzi is still alive. Now they're trying to run and keep Unidas alive to get some points, even for positioning, because if they get eliminated right now, they have no points for positioning, since they are leaving the game in the 11th place. Now we have J8ZZ with the grenade coming in from its teammates, but look at Bobs daring to go up, and J8ZZ with the ball puts him down. Only 1 player remaining for Unidas, it's Minuzi, the last player remaining for the team. And Nitroxx Top10 once again with a great team fight, and now they have to deal with Los Grandes coming from behind, while J8ZZ finishes off Bops, and Rafax tries to come, but Pain Gaming is on the side of the field once again and taking damage. Once again, Los Grandes sandwiched between 2 teams, but doing a good job against Pain Gaming. But they have to deal with Nitroxx Top10 once again. Rafax got the kill on Leal, and Italo goes back to the lobby. Rafax doing an amazing job, getting 2 kills for Los Grandes. The Nitroxx Top10 squad is retreating because they know that Pain Gaming is also there. Santos goes back to the lobby with no points for position in the 11th place. Meta Gaming also back to the lobby. Only 1 point for them. And we have now the safe zone closing in, and look at that Garenando! Wiping out loud over there. And we have only 8 teams remaining. Good job by the players. And now INTZ is back on the lobby as well. Minuzi finding 2 kills on players from Nitroxx Top10. He's trying to survive, and he's doing an amazing job, killing 2 players from Nitroxx Top10, while we see Team Liquid holding off against Los Grandes. BL and Rafax. Rafax is on the ground. He will go down. BL is also on the ground, and Gus is the last player remaining. Nitroxx Top10 gets wiped out. Unidas got wiped out as well. SS Esports is wiped out by Vivo KEYD. And we have Team Liquid trying to find the kills. Boss finding 2 kills on the players from Los Grandes, and only Gus remaining. Lucas CD gets the kill. And Team Liquid is on the top 2 once again. 3 times in a row. Maybe against Vivo KEYD right now.
4 against 4, Marcelo.
4 against 4. It's a fair fight for those 2 teams. Vivo KEYD with 7 kills. Team Liquid with 5 kills. Maybe this time, Team Liquid, give me the taste, please. You got already 2 second place finishes in those past 2 matches, and maybe it's the time for Team Liquid. We have Vivo KEYD trying to ruin the party once again. Nando9 finds Lucas CD with a headshot, and now General using the grenades to break the walls, and he finds Pesada. General once again, and Nando9 doing an amazing job. Only 1 player remaining for Team, 2 players remaining for Team Liquid. It's Boss, and who is the other player? It's MVR, Boss and MVR remaining. Boss is hiding, trying to find a better place to fight, and he might have got to the back of 2 Vivo KEYD players. Dead God is on the floor. Boss leaves the house. He tries to get 1 more player down. It's Modestia and Nando9. Team Liquid is out. It's Booyah! Vivo KEYD! Oh my God, Team Liquid, why? Why?
Why?
3 second place finishes in a row. But a nice fight by Vivo KEYD with the grenades from General doing an amazing job. Nando9 with the sniper rifle getting the takedowns. And Vivo KEYD with 11 kills, getting another booyah and 23 more points for them, Carol.
And it was a very good booyah. I mean, even though as much as we wanted to see the booyah from Team Liquid right now was well deserved for Vivo KEYD, because not only points, 12 points for position, but 11 points for killing. That was everything in an amount of points of 23. And Team Liquid once again in the 2nd place.
I can't believe it.
Marcelo, me and Marcelo here, we are so like nervous and excited.
We're
and
eager
anxious.
to see Team Liquid get their first booyah.
Exactly, we are so eager, but they are getting there. I feel like today is a very good day for Team Liquid, and so far it is the best day for them for sure, because I don't know, we can't keep the track how many times in a row they were in the 2nd place
3.
here today.
3.
3.
They got a triple semi booyah.
Triple semi booyahs, and there we go, guys. Vivo KEYD in the very first place with Nando9, as he should, being the MVP for this last match with 5 points. But what General did with the grenade was everything. And look at SS Esports again, ahead of Loud and Santos, and actually Loud,
I believe ahead of Corinthians as well.
of course they were. They only needed 4 points to pass over Corinthians, but Loud in going down in the 9th place helps Santos a lot in the table. So I'm very excited to see the table.
But
Marcelo.
Santos scored no points. That was the problem. Santos
That's
scored
right.
no points. Let's check the standings, because lots of things happened in this match. SS Esports got to the lead. They are 4 points ahead of Corinthians right now. It's only a small gap for a team that has 5 more maps played than Corinthians. But Vivo KEYD got to Fluxo, because Fluxo also scored no points, and Vivo KEYD is only 6 points behind Santos. They brought it back. Look at Los Grandes bringing it back to the 9th place.
Oh.
Look at Team Liquid.
Team Liquid, they are so close.
8 points behind Team Codasolid, and maybe finishing the day in the top 12.
Oh my God, Marcelo.
This day is getting insane, Carol.
It is definitely insane. I'm speechless right now because I can't believe my eyes right now. So we are going to watch a personal fight here. Vivo KEYD, Santos, Loud, SS Sports, and Corinthians for sure, because Corinthians will come tomorrow.
And maybe Fluxo will come back to this fight. With the double booyah today, they came back to the fight.
So the top 6 right now, it is a mess.
It's insane.
It is insane. So one more match to happen here today, but what is going to happen tomorrow, we don't know. But something is for sure, Corinthians will come.
And Carol, picture this. Nitroxx Top 10 gets the booyah in Bermuda with 8 kills. They get 20 points.
Right.
They will be 2 points behind Fluxo.
Yes.
The fight will happen between 7 teams.
I can't.
Carol, this is getting insane. This is getting insane. And you guys are not crazy enough to leave your seats, because we still have one more map coming. And then we have 2 more days of LBFF Season 5 coming for this week. But we will be right back, because we need to clear our throats, because there's one more booyah for me to shout. hard. And now Rafa X also on the floor. BL trying to help Mamute over there, but it may be a nice bait by Team Codasolid, now trying to engage into this fight against BL and Mamute, and they are both on the floor. Mamute is back on the lobby, quietly gets the kill on BL. And now the Ice Barrier is coming in to try and save a look at Gus! 2 grenade kills by Gus on Quali and back, but Viting was there to save the day for Team Codasolid. And they already got 7 kills, Carol.
And Team Codasolid with the newcomers are giving us the best results against out.
One time left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night.
We are back live and rooting for the first Booyah of Team Liquid. This broadcast is definitely rooting for the first Booyah of Team Liquid. Will it come in the last map of the day, Carol?
That's the question, Marcelo, because we only have one more map today, and Team Liquid, they are almost there 3 times, triple times in the second time, Marcelo, and I wanna see their face, and there it is, Team Liquid on the in the down below Ali. So looks like it is maybe the time for them to get the taste of the Booyah, because they are so close, Marcelo, and I wanna see these guys, you know, cheering and, you know, having the glorious moment, Marcelo.
And now we saw the coaches just complimenting the whole squad, and they are complimenting because they are getting into an airplane, because it's time for us to hit the sky. So let's go. The clearance is already being given. So let's hit the skies. Ladies and gentlemen, from flight R10D6, heading straight to Bermuda. This is your captain, Marcelo Ferrantini, and by my side, my co-pilot, Carol Bombshell, invites you to loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, cause it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your final destination in Bermuda map. So, the question is, are we going to have a personal fight in the top 7 between all these teams, or we are going to engage again INTZ against
We're
Vivo
having a
KEYD?
fist fight! We're having a fist fight! We have
Let's
Hockey
go,
Balboa
Marcelo!
going on! We have Hockey Balboa! Dun, 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 dun. Lucas Esquin gets the head of that god. He blows up the watermelon from that god over there. That platinum watermelon. And Cabeção came back once again for this Bermuda map. It's a strategy for Vivo KEYD, and now Italo finds that guy and finds Nando 9, and now INTZ trying to wipe out the whole Vivo KEYD squad. The first kill, the first blood is from that god over there. Nando 9 still on the floor, and he gets once again eliminated by Italo, while Cabeção still trying to fight, and Modestia leaving the place for Vivo KEYD. Nice start by INTZ, who is having a quiet day for today, while Cabeção still waits inside of the watchtower. He will try to fight over there, but Italo is rushing towards him. He knows he's lost. He knows he will have to fight 2 players that are coming in. Guerra and Italo coming in for the fight, and Guerra gets the kill on Cabeção. 3 kills for INTZ, who started the day badly, but look at Aranha also going back, going after Modestia. He has the sights. Modestia gets 2 shots, only an inch of life remaining, while we have the 2 players from INTZ coming for the fight, and Italo gets the squad wipe, gets the banner to the floor, and Vivo KEYD goes from the booyah to the bottom.
Exactly, and we watch that coming from Fluxo in the past match, and again the curse of the booyah happened for Vivo KEYD this time. Who didn't get? I mean, they already know that they are having this contestment against INTZ in BMSX strip, so it's kind of like before in Santos. And if I'm in a position where I'm not winning, I'm losing more than I'm winning, I will definitely not think twice. I would change my call, my favorite drop call, and I will not trying to show that I am the best. I want to point for positions, bro, so no way I'm gonna.
I want to ask you something.
Yes.
I know that the community calls this place Blimazak. Why not call it strip? It's so easier.
Because
It's Blimazak strip.
in Brazilian Portuguese, we like to give the kind of name Bima. We like to call
Bima okay. Bima, I know Bima okay. But if you had to call it Bimazak, why not call it strip?
Because
Since
we
it's
don't
Bimazak strip.
Yeah, but we don't. In Portuguese, we forgot about the strip. We just say Bima.
It's okay. Bima is
But
okay.
yes, you're right. It is.
But
more
strip is
easy
so
to
much
say
easier
strip.
than Bimazak. It helps the caster. It helps. Saying strip is way easier than saying Bimazak.
Bimazak. So
Bimazak is not even rhythmed.
should we go for Bima or for strip?
Let's call it Bima since the community calls it Bima, but I will engage into this fight and I will change it to strip as soon as possible.
He wants to be the big different guy over here.
Yeah, I'm the
O diferentão.
I'm the differentão.
And talking about different things here, Los Grandes is still alive.
Los Grandes
Wow.
still alive.
And look at the safe zone.
The safe zone is closing in for push knock.
All the way from
And look at the team who is in the center of the safe zone.
Santos.
Once again.
Santos, they are heading to factory. And this factory is a good place, but also Fluxo team are coming. Metagame to push
INTZ,
knock.
Metagaming,
Team
Team
Liquid.
Liquid. Everybody is going for the factory.
Woo! Are we going to...
Everybody's going to the party, have a really good time. It's the harmonicals. The harmonicals from the guitars from System of a Down BYOB. And now we have the whole Santos squad positioned inside of the factory, but the grenades are coming in towards them, and since they are inside of the factory, they are easier targets to hit but there is a player who is Dudu FFX lurking through the players from INTZ, and Italo is coming in. He uses the grenade. He tries to find some shots with the grenades over there. He puts Lucas SKN to the ground. Oh, it was Autobot helping Dudu FFX over there, and now INTZ coming for the fight. The flashbang comes in, and Italo once again trying to help the team with the grenades. The Santos players rushing to inside of the factory, but Autobot from behind trying to clear the space for the Santos squad. INTZ still on the fight, but Fon gets the headshot and goes to the ground, and look at it, Italo and Aranha! Italo and Aranha! Italo and Aranha! 3 kills for them! Dudu FFX tries to bring it back, but Italo and Aranha!
Wow.
Italo and Aranha sending Santos back to the lobby! 8 kills for INTZ!
And 6 only for Italo. I mean, Marcelo, what these guys are doing today, we haven't been watching the CSO performance coming from INTZ, and that's probably happen again for them. But starting the match with already 8 kills, it is everything, right?
That allows them to play the fully safe game. They don't have to score via kills anymore. They can only play for the positions.
Yep.
If they don't kill anyone else as of right now and they get the booyah, they get 20 points.
More than enough.
More than enough.
So right now they have to prioritize the position.
They have to play for the position, as we see God, Unidas, and Pen Gaming once again fighting each other, and that's a direct confrontation for the bottom of the table, since both teams are fighting against the relegation zone. And look at God, Unidas, maybe getting the best of Pen Gaming, since they have the covers from the crates on the bridge. They already got a player down for Pen Gaming, and now they are trying to hit the other players that are still standing, while we see Black 00 taking lots of damage, and Bobs puts Leal to the ground. Kaique finds Mike with the headshot from the AWP. Now we have SS Esports joining the fight and wiping out, almost wiping out the whole Pen Gaming squad. Kaique with only a pixel of life remaining, as Garunidas Bobs tries to rush and to not lose those kills.
They will probably rotate right now and engage in the fight against SS
Against
Sports.
SS Esports, but SS got the 2 kills over there and stole the points. They stole 3 points from God Unidas. And it seems like the fight didn't pay off for God Unidas, and they will probably not engage into this fight against SS Esports, since they are taking off from behind the mountains, Carol.
But one thing I didn't understand is if Pen Gaming, the whole squad of Pen Gaming is back in the lobby, because they engaged in the middle of the fight against Pen Gaming and God Unidas, but I didn't quite keep the track if Pen Gaming is back in the lobby, the whole squad.
They are back in the lobby. We had Santos wiped out in the 11th place, and Pen Gaming wiped out
and Vivo KEYD.
The Pen Gaming and Vivo KEYD.
Okay, yep. So three teams down, 9 teams remain alive, and things in Bermuda started very quickly, right? I would say rápido.
Started quickly, started rápido, started fast, but now we are getting to Poshinok, where it seems like the safe zone will close too. And now we have SS Esports controlling the center of Poshinok, since Santos was wiped out. And INTZ took the factory. They chose to play the factory, and now we have only Meta Gaming trying to hold on to the center of Poshinok. As we will see, we will check out where the next safe zone will close. We see the Loud team coming from Bimazak Strip, or the now called Bima. Over there, and we have Brabox and Noda coming in with the car. No, it was Brabox and K1, the box with the Street Fighter logo on it, making my heart beat a little faster. And it seems like the safe zone is going for a factory or Poshinok, indeed, Carol.
And just let us guys, just as we notice, the middle of the safe zone right now, it is a little bit of Poshinok and factory. And the teams that are well positioned in the middle of the safe right now, it is Metagame, SS Sports will come eventually, and INTZ. So let's keep our eyes open for those teams that are in the middle, if they can defend the call and get the best results.
And also we see Team Liquid near the factory, but Fluxo is coming in, a fight that happened twice for the booyah. in the first map of Purgatory and the first map of Bermuda and the second map of Purgatory. That fight happened for the Booyah, and then Team Liquid fought Vivo KEYD for the Booyah once again in the last Kalahari map. But now it seems that this fight can happen for the position outside of the factory, Carol.
And as I said, so let's keep our eyes very open for these exactly teams. They're not also in the middle of the safe, but in the corners, you know. So let's see who is going to have the best strategy, because the team of Fluxo team, even though they went the last match all the way back to the lobby with 0 points, right now they have a chance to also get a triple Booyah.
But
So
they can
let's
engage
see.
into this fight against
Yes,
Loud.
they cannot. They can definitely not. Right now, it is crucial for SS Sports and Loud to get points once Santos went already back in the lobby, so we'll not bother their points for now.
But who needs points is SSC Sports, and maybe they're engaging against Los Grandes, as we see players from Los Grandes recovering up some health over there, because Jubinha is well advanced, is well forwarded by its teammates, and may engage into this fight. We see Rafa X positioning himself, trying to find the players from SSC Sports. We see the whole Los Grandes team playing the safe game, but they need to be aware that Metagaming is also there. But look at God Unidas getting to the fight and putting the first player from Metagaming to the ground. It was lost, went to the ground, and Kronos engaging into the fight against Fluxo. Loud is engaging against Fluxo. Miguel gets the kill on the player from Metagaming that allows Los Grandes to rotate. They will have the advantage if they choose to fight against Metagaming, and see us going back to the lobby once again, because Noda got the kill. We have the fight engaging Kawan, and Noda doing an amazing job. They got killed and fucked to the ground, and there's only one player remaining. It's Chapa BKR. He gets Kawan to the floor, but he has to keep himself alive. And he was wiped out by Bravox. Fluxo is back on the lobby, Loud wiping out Fluxo and leaving Team Liquid with the side of the factory, Carol. That was an important fight for Team Liquid right now, as we see the safe zone closing in for the factory. They have a good positioning, they have their backs safe, and they have only to fight against the Loud team trying to come in to the factory, and the INTZ team inside of the factory. That is once again a real possibility for Team Liquid to fight with advantage, right, Carol?
Exactly. So having this fight between Fluxo team and Loud was crucial for Team Liquid right now. So let's see if they at least get the Booyah or the second place again. But it's good to remember that Loud decided to engage in this fight because they needed to steal the position of the teams that are ahead inside of the safe zone. So they decided to come for Fluxo team.
And that's what we've been asking since the beginning of the day. The teams engage into fights while the safe zone is not pressuring them.
Exactly. Well remember, Marcelo, because it is so hard to play against a team and the gas and the unsafe zone. So it is better to position yourself when you have the time. You have the time clear, right? So right now, Loud is well positioned, but they have to come to the factory, and let's see if INTZ can manage still to get the best position.
Yeah, we see already Metagaming inside of the factory, maybe going for the INTZ players who probably are on the top of the factory. They use the ice to reach the top of the factory, as we see Nitroxx Top10 fighting SSC Sports as well. Phoenix over there trying to find the kill of Shinez. He's behind the trees, and Shinez goes to the floor. No, he's not on the floor. He's using the trees to hide, as Phoenix goes down because Nitroxx Top10 gets a nice kill from Victor coming from behind, but JHCZ cannot rotate, and NTS gets the first kill. He gets one more for him. On the run for the best player of the season, Jubinha. He has cover from the ice, MTS coming in as well, but the safe zone is dealing lots of damage, and Nitroxx Top10 is fighting with the advantage of being inside of the safe zone. Victor once again with the grenade. He tries one another grenade to find Jubinha over there, but Phoenix and Butch on rotating from the sides. They were sided by Shinez. Phoenix goes down, and Butch on is trying to cover himself while Phoenix goes back to the lobby. Jubinha trying to rush Spill over there. He uses the Balbal and puts Jubinha to the floor. And SS Esports will not score the points they needed. They will be really close to Corinthians yet, but look at Loud coming in for the fight. Chinese goes to the ground. K1 trying to rush and using the grenade launcher to kill 2 players. It's Spill and Chinese. And Victor goes down. And Loud gets 3 kills, 7 for them in the match. And SS Esports is also back to the lobby. As we see Gus fighting Metagaming. Los Grandes trying to remain on the game. As we see they rushing towards Metagaming. INTZ still on the top floor. Drax has the head of Gus scouted. And he puts him down with the Groza. Guerra is in the top of the building. We see Team Liquid still alive, still with the 4 players remaining. They might fight the last fight with all players remaining, as we see Loud coming in to fight against God Unidas, against INTZ on the top of the factory. Los Grandes trying to rotate and now engaging in the fight against Team Liquid. But Metagaming is also joining that fight. We see Miguel finding the head of Kronos and putting him down. Italo eliminating Kronos, stealing the kill from God Unidas. And we have the factory as the last place, as the last safe zone of this match. We have Team Liquid rotating from behind the factory, trying to find some safe spot for them to go into the last safe zone. And they know that Loud will try to stop them. They know that Los Grandes will also try to stop them. We have 6 teams still alive in this really close safe zone. And now Liquid and now Loud is fighting against God Unidas, and God Unidas getting the best with the grenades. One more grenade coming in and eliminating 2 players. One more grenade from Mike, trying to find the last 2 players from Loud. It's K1 and Oda. No, there are 3 players from Team Liquid. One of them is on the ground, but there are 3 alive. And now Metagaming joining the fight. God Unidas trying to find the Team Liquid players over there as Loud tries to come into the fight. God Unidas being the holder, the keepers of the doors. And Italo finds 2 kills on Loud players, now eliminating K1. Great job by Italo in this match. He's close to 10 kills already. He's got 9 kills already.
Right?
That's amazing. 9 kills by Italo, 11 for INTZ,
wow.
12, 10 kills for Italo. What is this man doing? He's got his sights on Oda right now. 6 teams remaining, only 15 players. Minuzzi trying to climb up the ladder, but Aranha holding the door for him, not allowing him to climb. 18 minutes of game played. We have Los Grandes is still on the fight, as we see Lucas TD and MVR rotating through outside of the factory, and they will reach Nod over there, but Litalo gets the kill once again. Loud is wiped out. Mamute goes to the ground. MVR has to get away from the fight, because once again Italo shooting from the top down. And we see Team Liquid getting wiped out by INTZ. Aranha once again doing a great job, and Italo keeping himself in the middle of the safe. We have dreams going up, and it's Booyah! INTZ!
Look at the players. So happy.
What a match by Italo! 16 kills for INTZ! Taking the factory early and playing the game, controlling the center of the safe zone. That was the motto of the day. Control the middle of the safe zone, and INTZ did just that, Carol!
Control the middle of the safe zone, defend your place, your spot, and you probably will get the booyah. And
only with Aranha and Italo remaining.
Actually, by the late stage of the game, there were only 3 players for INTZ, because against the fight with Santos, Santos took one of them.
But one player lost its connection.
Oh, I thought Santos got the
No, INTZ lost the they got the kill on Guerra, but Lucas K1 lost the connection.
Wow. Wow. Yes, they needed to have the cold blood to get this booyah, right? But it feels like even though with the less players, Italo worked for the 2 players that
or
were not
3 or 4.
I mean 11 kills only for Italo. That was everything, and for sure the goal here today was to defend your call, and INTZ did that indeed in 28 points. So this is the second best performance in one round. The best one goes to Pine Game, as I already said, with 29 points. But INTZ finished the day so good. This is the golden key for INTZ for sure. And surprisingly got Unidas and Loud in the 3rd place with 12 points. I mean, Loud went back to the lobby in the 6th place.
But they got the kills.
They got the kills. They didn't avoid any battles. They came for Fluxo team. They came
from
for
Nitroxx
Nitroxx.
Top10.
So, I mean, they are doing an amazing job here. And with 12 more points, Marcelo, they will probably be ahead of Santos. And they will eventually get closer of the points of Corinthians.
Santos with no points, Vivo KEYD with no points, the 2 teams that are fighting for the top of the rankings leaving with no points, while we have Loud scoring good points, Esports scoring nice 8 points, and Fluxo not being able to join them into this fight. And nice game by INTZ. We have to say Italo did an amazing job getting 11 kills in this match, more than players in the whole season have. He got in just one match, and he wasn't in the top 20 to start the week in the run for the MVP list, but maybe he joined the rankings over there.
I mean, 11 points?
Yeah, 11 kills.
Of course, 11 points for killing. Of course, he needs to join the MVP list. I mean, of course, there is a big gap ahead of him, but if he's not inside of the top 6 like we see, he's probably closer.
And INTZ had 330 a few points. With those 20 points, those 28 points they got, they might be joining the 360 club that are fighting for the top of the standings. Let's check this out, where INTZ gets to stand right now. They surpassed Nitroxx Top 10 and they got to only 6 points behind Fluxo. As I said, the fight would happen in between 7 teams, Carol.
7 teams, yeah, you did, Marcelo. You should definitely leave the studio and go directly to the lottery, because your tongue right now is doing magic. As much Loud managed to get 1 point ahead of Corinthians. Of course, tomorrow things will change for sure, because Loud belongs to the group C? No, B?
Loud's in group A.
No, Loud's in group B.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, Loud's in group B, and they will not play tomorrow because tomorrow it's group A against group C. So Corinthians will come for them tomorrow for sure, and maybe they will come even for Esports. That was the first team to reach the mark of 400 points, Marcelo.
Yes, Esports got to the 400 points, but they are only 11 points ahead of Loud and 12 points ahead of Corinthians. So they need to perform a little better for the next days, as Loud is in Group B and will not play. They need on Monday to perform the matches of their lives, both Loud and Esports, right?
Exactly, Marcelo. So we will watch for sure Loud do something about that on Monday, like Marcelo said, but tomorrow we'll have a confirmation who is going to be in the top 1, because Esports, of course, will be joining tomorrow. But Marcelo, I'm more excited right now to see the highlights of the day.
Who was the best team? Was it Team Liquid? It was Team Liquid.
Wow!
They left the 17th place to reach the 13th place, and with 3 second place finishes, they needed that last booyah, but they could not get to it. INTZ getting to the 2nd place in most kills because of that individual performance by Italo, who got only 3 kills in the first 5 maps of the day and 11 kills on the last map of the day.
Okay, so I knew for sure that today is the best day for Team Liquid, but I wasn't expected to see them in the highlights of the day precisely. Of course, individual kills goes all to Italo, because what he did in the last match in Bermuda was speechless. Of course, we also was waiting to see Cias from Fluxo team that got amazing kills for grenades, but to see Team Liquid here give me the taste that they are coming back, Marcelo.
They are coming back. They are doing. They're changing their strategy, and they were only 1 kill behind the leaders Fluxo and INTZ. And even if INTZ had a game with 16 kills in this last map, Team Liquid still got to them and still got the most points for the day. But a nice day also for Fluxo, making it back to the fight for the top one of the leading of the standings. We have to see how Corinthians will fare tomorrow as they get to the same number of maps played. And Loud once again has turned already the key and now is on is having nice days.
Yes.
But I must point it out, Carol, it's the day that we have the smallest difference between the first, the second, and the third better teams of the day. It was a much more balanced day than what we had on this past few weeks, right?
Yeah, definitely today was a different day because we have this balance again between the teams. We have a Booyah from Fluxo, we have Booyah from Loud, but we feel like we had a Booyah for Team Liquid because the many times in a row they were in the second place and almost getting the Booyah, so maybe we have to leave that for tomorrow.
I wanted to shout Booyah Team Liquid, I really wanted. It's the last one I need to shout out, but I shouted out lots of kills coming in from those guys that will show up here below us, in the not below us but on the whole screen, with MTS getting to the 62 points of QEC General getting to the
General, I wasn't expecting to
I
see
wasn't
him.
expecting to see General getting to the top 5, but he got good kills on the Booyah from Vivo KEYD. He
Right.
got a few good kills over there. K1 getting to the second place, but we have Ousado still to play tomorrow, with SS Esports and Loud not playing. The two teams that can get, the two players that can get a few more kills tomorrow are Ousado and General, and Ousado will only match the number of matches played by MTS and K1 tomorrow. So maybe Ousado with only 8 kills, since we've had days he's got 18 kills, 8 for them. 8 for him is kind of easy, so he can get to the top of the rankings tomorrow, Carol.
Yes, exactly. And I'm really enjoying to see MTS in the very first place, because last season he also started to be in the first place in the last season, like I said, and he performance was going down, and we had another MVP, but watching him sticking, and I feel like their teammates are not giving him the easy time. You know, he's doing that because he is a really good player, because as we can see, Butch on, he's also here in the list. So it's not, there is like
They're not playing for MTS.
exactly, you know, they are not helping MTS. MTS is doing it by himself, of course, but it is Bution is still here also to represent the players, the whole team of SS Sports.
And we got to check out also, Carol, which were the pointing of the best spots for the best team of the day that will be coming on the screen for you guys to check this out. It was Team Liquid. It was Team Liquid. MVR with 8 kills, Lucas TD with 6, Boss with 6, Peusado with 5. You see the team splitting the kills, 24 points in Purgatory, 20 points in Kalahari, 23 points in Bermuda. They were steady for the whole day, and those 3 straight second place finishes got them lots and lots of points, Carol.
And like I said, today was the best day of Team Liquid, but I couldn't imagine that they would be the best team of the day. But I mean, I should, because they were so many times in the second place in a row today that they are probably getting a lot of points. And I'm happy to see once again the same performance that they had last season working here. They are prioritizing positions but not avoiding too many battles, and they did a really good job. So yes, the only point is we are waiting for the Booyah.
I want to guess Booyahs for all teams and I still need to guess the Booyah for Team Liquid. And Carol, it's amazing to see 67 points, 3 second place finishes, one nice finish in this last match where they stuck up until to the top 5. But what do you expect from tomorrow with Corinthians coming in for the matches? Will we have those huge changes we had today in the boards?
Yes, of course. I mean, it happened last week. The same thing where Esports passed over Corinthians, where they had the opportunity of 6 matches, a whole day to get points in advantage of Corinthians, and they stood in the same place where they are right now, couple points ahead of Corinthians. So Corinthians will have the 6 matches to play, and they will do their best game as they are doing. They will prioritize the positions and steal the kills in the end. So tomorrow Corinthians will come back to steal the first place, but of course I want to see actually more actions for the teams that we watched today that we're going to play tomorrow, like Team Liquid. Team Liquid will not play tomorrow because they belong to Group B, but let's see if an even meta game that had a really good day today as well. Even though with no Booyahs, they positioned themselves very gracefully.
Flux with a nice day today.
Fluxo did a double Booyah with not with no brew, without no brew.
Without no brew.
Let's point it out that without no brew, and no brew was in the list of the MVP, and right now C is in the list. So tomorrow, let's see this big confrontation for Corinthians, this contest of Corinthians for the first place, but also Fluxo team, Pen Gaming, Vivo KEYD, and I'm saying about the team. So let's check our agenda.
Let's check our schedule, of course, because I have some things to point out on the schedule that we were watching, Carol. We have Corinthians coming in for the play tomorrow again, and no SS Esports playing since they are in Group B, and that will lead us to a direct confrontation on Monday, because on Monday we will have groups B and C going against each other, and SS Esports will have to battle directly with Corinthians mano a mano to try and steal that fight. That's what happens when they do not get the points they need on the days that they are playing without Corinthians over there. Tomorrow, Corinthians will play without SS Esports, as we see groups A and C, Fluxo, Los Grandes, Metagaming, Pen Gaming, Santos, and Vivo KEYD going against B4, Corinthians, FURIA, Netshoes Miners, Team Codasolid, and Team 1. That will Corinthians have the freedom to score points without the interference from SS Esports, and they will hold on to their advantage going against SS Esports. They can play the anti-game against SS Esports. They may try to scout the drop calls for SS Esports and go after them and eliminate them at the beginning of the game. They can play the anti-game.
Yes, Marcelo, yes, indeed, notice. And let's see who is going to be the first one to engage and get the Booyah, because today we were surprised by the teams that we were not expecting, right? So let's see what tomorrow will bring us, but also on Monday, right, Marcelo? Because I think we have some action on Monday coming from Group B against Group C. So Group B will play again. So Loud will come as Esports, Team Liquid, Nitroxx Top 10, INTZ, and God Unidas. But again, Corinthians will come before FURIA, Netshoes Miners, Team Codasolid, and Team 1, and we'll have a full plate.
And there are 3 more teams in Group C that we need to keep our eyes open. Besides Corinthians, that are before, who got 5 Booyahs but are in the right side of the standings.
Okay.
We have to check out on FURIA because they lost their placement in the top 12.
Yes.
We got to check on Netshoes Miners that were on the right side of the left side of the standings, and are the team that surprisingly can fight for the top 6.
Yes, indeed. And I was actually waiting for you to talk about the Netshoes Miners before, and FURIA team. And FURIA team who have a very good performance from last season. I don't wait anything from them, then more action. So I'm pretty much sure we are going to watch these guys coming tomorrow very hungry. Corinthians before Netshoes Miners and FURIA, they will definitely come tomorrow hungry for take back their positions.
And
Marcelo.
of course, we have to talk about Team Codasolid and Team 1. Team Codasolid trying to get to the top 12 in their first season here in LBFF Serie A, and we have to see what Team 1 has prepared to try and leave the last place on the standings. Since the last time they showed up, they had their best day in LBFF Season 5. But Carol, today we had a good day.
Yes,
Team
we did.
Liquid had a good day, and we are expecting for you at home to also have had a good day, and we expect you to have a good day tomorrow by our sides once again, since we will be back at the same time tomorrow at 1 p.m. here in Brazil, at noon in the Eastern time in the United States, and we expect you guys here to celebrate the LBFF a little bit more, right, Carol?
Yes, guys, thank you so much for joining us this Saturday. But don't wait up, because tomorrow we'll have, wait up, because tomorrow we'll have more action. So I hope you guys have enjoyed here today, and tomorrow there is lots of more action to happen.
So I see you guys tomorrow, and we will be back. See you. Let's take the skies. It's time to drop.